Welcome to the GRG podcast, the place for all your gaming news, plus hot topics of the week. Also remember to follow us on Twitter at KMega4.
Welcome to the GRG podcast.
Preaching your truth. Preaching your truth.
Just been Ham Solo. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If Ham Solo's about to go left tonight, I am by all means excited for it. As I said, let's bring that
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Well, it is what it is. I mean,
I'm going to play Fallout 4. Let's go.
Look at this man here is Fallout City right now. I love it, though. I do love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, I did buy the Windows version of the Game of the Year edition of Fallout 4. So I'm about to get there. But if you are looking at the gameplay right now in the background, you can see it's Sandland. You know what I'm saying? I said I really wasn't interested in Sandland, but it dropped on the day of my mother's birthday. So I said, you know what? I'm copping. So I copped it. It's okay. It's a slow little grind, but it's a little cute game. I heard that the anime is really, really good. You could tell the way that the anime is building up, the way the story is building up. It's going to get fire. So, you know, right in the beginning, I was like, oh, this is a little cheesy. But now, but I'm getting to a point now to where I'm like, all right, I'm starting to get it. But it's really cool. And then on top of that, it is the last thing that we'll ever get from the creator of this, from the art. So so you know what I'm saying, so it was a double-edged sword, you know, and want to show that support. So I went ahead and picked it up. So this gameplay that you'll see, you know, I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you're interested in it, go ahead and hit it up. So what's going on with you, Pred? What's happening? If you want to hop in, you can hop in, brother. I got a space right here for you. Now you might mess up the cameras, but that's all right. Now I got an announcement to make. I didn't know if Ham heard me when I said this, but I will now finally concede. Here next month, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to StreamYard or SteamYard, whatever the hell it's called. You know, it's about that time. So, and on top of that, we're getting in here. I want to start bringing more people onto the show, like for guests and stuff like that. If we're alternating, if people can come in, things like that, then I can send out the the bat signal to some people, and then also we could come in, they could hop out, whatever. If Loke wanted to come in here and be messy and bounce out, I ain't got to change up the camera. So I'm going to
No Loke. We don't need the drama.
Throw in the towel. Ham has been soliciting for them, so I think he wants me to be a reference so he can get like maybe $5 off his next month or some shit. I don't know, but I'm definitely yeah. But I'm definitely going to do it. So next month I'll be tinkering. I might hit Ham up and some other people who uses it and see, like, you know, is it kind of the similar way of how I use Discord and kind of, you know, just gotta work some kinks through here or there, or is it simpler? I don't know when.
Yeah, I'll walk you around it if you want.
Yeah, because
I have it. It's not that hard, K-Mac. It's not that hard.
Because the way Ham was over there struggling, he was fighting for his damn life that night. He was like, I got it, and then he didn't have it, and he was like, ah! And then he started, and he was mad. He was cussing. He was mad as hell. But, you know, he finally eventually got it. So good for him. So, all right. So I'm probably going to have to go. Learning thing as an old man and learning things, it's tough. It's tough on the old brain. But once I get it, I get to cooking. But without further ado, I will
be pills for that too, K-Mega.
Oh, no. That sucker is full blown meat rocket. Whenever I'm ready to sock it to the little lady. So hell no. I didn't say to sock it to you. I said sock it to the old lady. So
still pause anyway.
I was talking about brain pills, dude. Where are you going?
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you was talking about the other brain pill. I didn't know what you was talking about, sucker. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the crew.
You stupid. So stupid.
All right,
I love you, brother, but yeah, there are moments. Let's go.
I do have my moments. You know, it's been a week off since last week's GRG. So anyway, I gotta get started. Sir X-Man, what's been going on, brother? What you been playing? If you've been playing anything, you know, we know you're a fraud in these gaming streets. You just like to talk and be in podcasts all day. But how you been?
Still playing Tomb Raider. I'm offline because I'm doing a lot of stuff, moving around and stuff like that. Still unpacking from the move.
He's just watching.
That's what those frauds.
Things.
Yeah, that's what those frauds say. They come in there and they get off online and they say they've been gaming all damn day and night all weekend, and then next thing you know they've only
but I've been also keeping up with the news on YouTube, what's going on. I be paying attention and see what these other podcasts are saying and things like that, just to keep me up to par while I'm still getting myself together and acclimated with the new place I'm in. You know, just handling business to keep my life going. That's, you know, to keep life going. You know what I'm saying? Put it in a better direction. That's about it, bro. Just normal things. But when I'm setting up here, I'm setting up, and I will be starting my channel eventually. I'm just working on some stuff to get it out the way. Yes, sir.
Know what I'm saying?
Shut up. Like,
know what I'm saying?
I don't know who's worse, you or Ham.
Man, I don't know. Ham's pretty bad. Speaking about that, let's go on over here and talk to this man right now that he looked like he's about to fall asleep right now. This man's about to go to the upper room at the age of 35. What's happening with you, Ham Solo? What you been playing, brother?
What I've been playing and what I am playing is Fallout.
Oh, you play it? That's all. That you ain't been playing anything else?
Let's see. I mean, obviously, I play 2K at the end of every night. It's like a ritual, damn near. Tales of Gonzera Zao. I've been streaming that on every Wednesday, and I'm going to be streaming it every Wednesday until I beat the game.
Oh, that's dope.
Other than that, no. I mean, I need to go and play Stellar Blade because I'm able to do that, but I just haven't had time. And
hold on, wait a minute. Wait.
I've been really interested.
I will not let you get away with that, sucker. Hold on.
What?
Wait. You mean to tell me in this panel and this chat so far, who's here? Matter of fact, hit the like button, share this out, ladies and gentlemen, if you please. That you would rather play an old ass dusty game like Fallout 4 over Stellar Yams. What's going on here, brother? What's going on? Talk to me.
I mean, it's as simple as it's what I want to do.
Let's go.
Like it is, and it's no disrespect to Stellar Blade. I think that game's gonna be dope when I get to it. But I mean, K Mega, like you're guilty of this more than I am. Like there's been so many times where a new game will drop, and K Mega's like, "But I'm playing this right now." like,
That is
like,
For
you know what I'm
smoking,
saying? Like,
for smoking, for
everybody
smoking.
will be hopping on one game, and K Mega will be like, "But I'm playing this right now." There's nothing wrong with that game. I'll get to that game, but I'm
That is
playing
true.
this right now. You did that exact thing with Tales of Arise.
You did. Oh my goodness, this boy's on it. He looks sleepy, but he ain't sleepy right now. Okay, all right,
Nah,
you're
man,
right.
I'm paying attention. I'm always paying attention. My eyes stay low, but I'm always looking. So,
All right.
but yeah, I mean, this is just what I'm playing right now. Starfield, I've also been playing that. I've just been kind of on my Bethesda RPG kickback kind of feeling as of lately, especially with all the dope news. The TV show was hot. The updates that's been coming left, right, and center. I mean, I'm like I'm not traditionally up. Like I didn't grow up being a Bethesda guy, right?
Right.
Like I know everyone wants to act like they're a pro when they played something a lot or something like that, but I have no problem admitting to you that I don't know shit about Bethesda games really, right? So like me getting into like Starfield, and I've admitted this to you multiple times, K Mega. I'm like Starfield's my first time to be able to like entrench myself into a Bethesda game and not feel like I'm like behind somehow. Like I know how each Fallout is kind of its own game with its own story, and it doesn't matter if you played a previous one or not, unless you're like really lore heavy like that. But I always still felt like when I hop into a game that's number 4 or like a Final Fantasy where they're like at 16 and then something like that, it just kind of, as for like the new person that's like on the outside looking in, it's like they're talking about a new Harry Potter book, right? And I ain't read the first 14 fucking ones. It's like, do I want to hop in here?
Right.
Like it's like I like it just like from the outside looking in, it's intimidating, right? So I hopped into Starfield, played the living hell out of that, still playing that game, and I had a really good time. So
You did.
I
That's
started
impressive.
playing a little bit of Fallout, but still wasn't really into it that much. Like I played 76 for a while, wasn't really that into it. And then the TV show came out, and it helped me understand what this game is kind of all about and like the environment and what it means. And I've said this before, like earlier, like I'm hoping the TV show gets me into the video game. I've said that multiple times. I'm hoping the TV show gets me into the video game. And as hard as that is to do, it did it. It did it. And it did it so masterfully. So now I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I'm like, and they just did a 60 FPS update for the consoles, which I'm sure we'll talk about all that stuff here in a little bit. But but this is where I am, and I'm having a good time.
There you go. All right, good deal. All right, let me go ahead and get this man set up. This man.
I'm ready to get into the topic. So.
All right, I got you. Well, let me go ahead while I'm over here trying to fix these cameras, and this is why I'm finna go ahead and move on the StreamYard. I've kind of got my feel. I kind of got my feel, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it is okay.
It's okay.
Great.
It's okay for this month. It ain't gonna be okay. It ain't gonna be okay. What's going on, brother? What's going on? But let's go on and just get to the next person right here, man. Viper, what's going on with you, brother? How you been? What games have you been playing? Let everybody know. You know what I'm saying, the greatness that you have been. What's the proper word? Because now since you on big boy status with your new job and everything, and now with your
big
AK
boy
television,
status.
big boy status, man. You got AK TV.
Okay.
No.
Anyway,
What you been doing, bro? How you been?
been working. Um, yeah, today has it's been kind of weird. But you know, still trying to recover from the accident. Um, my back is still killing me. I'm wearing a brace right now. I have an extra padding on the chair that I'm sitting on. So, yeah, if I turn off the camera midstream, then that's because I just need to stretch my back or put the electrodes on my back to, shock it back into place. So, or take some medication and I'll probably pass out in the middle of the show. I don't know.
Oof.
But
Oof.
um, I'll
You've done that before. You have passed out on the show before. I
oh
remember that
that
episode.
that was just being real tired and sleepy. This time it's actual medication. Okay.
He said this time it's drugs.
It is the
That man said
drugs.
the drugs.
I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me. But anyway, no, I've been playing Tales of Kanzero. Maybe you guys can help me on this level. I'm stuck at the elevator when you're trying to chase after the girl.
Really?
That's
That's the
Really?
beginning
Yeah.
of the game, bro.
No, it ain't. That ain't the beginning.
Yeah,
That ain't.
it's the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's a little bit further than the beginning. But anyway,
Okay, it's
I'm,
like a
I'm
half hour, 45 minutes of the game. All right.
whatever. I'm stuck on the damn elevator, and remember, I don't have much time to be playing because I got to work all the time. So,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
but still, no, that elevator is just like switching
It's
back and
hidden.
forth. But no, it's switching back and forth between the sun and the moon, and then trying to defeat those enemies based on the color. That is where you're hitting one person, but the other person coming right after you, and you trying to dodge that person, but you're still getting hit by them. It's like switching back and forth. That's just kind of difficult right there. The next thing I'm actually waiting for is the new update to Vampire Survivors, which is coming on May 9th, where they got Operation Guns, the Contra update. So um I wanna play that when that comes out on the 9th. That's next Thursday. And yeah, I'm also looking at a lot of the Steam sales that's going on, the Xbox sales too. Woo, man, my library is growing. Let's just say that I have too much of a backlog on the Xbox and on Steam, so I'll be gaming for a long time.
Oh, let's go. Nice. Yeah, but I hate to tell you that, but yeah, it's kind of still in the beginning, man, because I'm way past that,
Screw you, hippie.
Hey, if you want to see how to get past that, just watch my gameplay video that I posted on my channel. And yeah, you'll know. So matter of fact, if you got a problem with it, you'll see it. Just go check it out. It is part 1 of me playing Tales of Zal. I'm not gonna, how I'm not
Sarah.
whatever. I can, Africans, Asian name. Get that shit out of here. Just it should have been just Zal, Tales of Zal, and leave it cooking. That's
Tales
what
of
it should have been.
Kanzero Zal.
Yeah.
Hey, and Viper, when you watch it, don't forget to push that down thumb.
Oh, the thumb. Hey, man, any engagement is the best.
I heard any engagement actually does help the show.
Yeah, it does. So, anyway.
Oh, one last thing, Viper.
Yes, sir. Oh, go ahead.
If you want to see a real man play that game,
Oh, hell no.
go to CSWS Gaming.
Wow, this boy trying to be on his Kendrick Lamar. He over here thinking I'm Drake over here, boy. You better listen. If you want that battle, it's LL Cool J against Cannabis, and you Cannabis, brother. That's what this is. That's what this is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, everybody all hype about this, and it's good for this rap era for sure, because it needs it, because rap in this era is dog shit. But let's stop where people are trying to make this sound like that this is the best rap era because Kendrick Lamar is really skilled in his art and Drake is definitely skilled in his art. Nah, man. No.
It's not. And that's what I've been trying to tell people. Like, this is good,
Yeah.
But this isn't like people are acting like this is like the best thing since sliced bread, and I'm like,
No.
Nah.
this is just it's interesting because it's just like to me this is like the equivalent to like LeBron James going to the dunk contest, where it's like finally somebody
Right.
of like
Right.
high caliber that we're like expecting to win is coming up, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh snap, Anthony Edwards is here too.
Right.
It's just like, oh okay, this
Yeah.
is a real actual dunk contest to watch.
Right.
But yeah, it doesn't mean that it's better than like, you know, Spud Webb doing, you know, his thing back in the day, or, you know, Jordan doing his, you know, from the free throw line dunk or anything like that. Like those like to me there's much more legendary rap beefs out there than like this hasn't even hit anything like that yet.
Yeah, no, and that
It's
ain't
like
close.
you people haven't hit Tupac level yet, so I don't know what's wrong with these people.
Right. I mean, I would listen. I would say this Drake and Kendrick Lamar is close to that, maybe to that Biggie Tupac beef, because lyrically they were great, but the crazy thing about that is that people lost their lives behind it. That like each coast was willing to tear people's asses up because of Pac and because of Biggie. Now, when it comes to the rap side, though, I don't know, and this is a debate. Ham, you know we're going to have this. We're going to talk about this on the crossover Monday. But the best rap battle ever, I might have to lean and say the Jay-Z Nas, because Ether is one of the hottest diss records ever created in the history of man, in my opinion. And second to that would be Jack the Ripper Part 2 from LL Cool J.
Yo, there was no sneak dissing about it.
No.
It was just like just the way the Nas song started. It was just like, all right, well, he said it. He said it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right off the bat, right, bro. Like that, like, I get it. Kendrick Lamar comes with this. Drake is, well, I don't know if that was AI. I posted it. Whatever. If it was AI, that was pretty fire. But I get it. I want to officially hear it if it's Drake's or not. I don't know. I have no idea, right? Like, that's the whole crazy thing about the internet, right? But still, to this day, even from what I've heard from Kendrick, and even from what I've heard from Drake, and even from what I've heard from any beef before that, Ether is the #1 diss song ever for me. And then after that, it's Jack the Ripper 2. Go back and read, because first round knockout from Cannabis, and he was a low grade rapper just trying to come up in the game. And it was him, DMX, and LL Cool J, and they all had this rap battle beef. And Cannabis went at the throat at LL. First round knockout was no punk. Like, it would make people listen to that. Go listen to that. First round knockout from this rapper named Cannabis. But LL came with Jack the Ripper 2, and it was so devastating. That's why you ain't heard of Cannabis today. That's how lyrically incredible LL put that motherfucking spank down on that young man. That, to, like, listen, go check that. Like, rap, there's been plenty of rap beats, and I can even go back to the 80s, going back to Kumo D and LL. And LL came out with Jack the Ripper, and he lost to Kumo D, and Kumo D did some smooth shit, made a dance song about How You Like Me Now, and then on his album had a real deep track beat that, man, I'm telling you, bro, I'm about this hip hop shit. So go check these songs out, and you understand what I'm talking about. But, man, let me go ahead and go to the man of the hour right here, who came in fashionably late. Hokage, what's going on with you, brother? What you been playing? What you been doing? And since we kind of
just me, or are you catching all that?
I'm catching all of it. I hear the kid and the wife in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear
I'm sorry, guys.
I hear the kids and stuff. It ain't mine. My kids is wrong.
Yeah.
My kids is something.
Yeah,
like
I'm
that.
sorry, guys.
I'm in
That
trouble.
feedback, your mic sensitivity is really high.
Yeah,
I have to adjust it.
Yeah. But Akake, what's been going on with you, brother? And what you've been playing and what's been going on? And who do you think so far in this rap beef between Kendrick and Drake is winning right now in your eyes? And people in the chat, let me know as well.
So, what's going on, man? Sorry, I apologize for being late. I actually was what was taking me so long. I just got a PC, so I had a.
Stop it! Did you build it or buy it?
So I bought it from a guy that he builds them. So I bought it from someone. So I didn't get it because I was gonna build it myself, but I was looking at what he had, and I have a guy that one of my best friends builds PCs. Had him look over the specs and everything before I purchased it. He was like, "Hey, that's good for that price. Go ahead and get it, and any upgrades you can do yourself." So I got my foot in the door right now. So I'm happy about that. I literally the first thing I downloaded was Discord, and just so I can get on the show or whatever. And I got all my stuff hooked up. What'd you say, Viper?
What are the specs? Show me your build.
Listen, I had to get them for you, but and it was a birthday present actually. So my birthday was yesterday. Yeah, my birthday was yesterday.
Happy belated.
Appreciate it. My wife.
Hey, you getting into the old man's club? Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I can only be so lucky to live as long as you, Sir X Man. So I appreciate it.
Let's go.
Hey, it ain't all this cracked up to be. I'm letting you know now. You got problems with age, bro.
Listen, you know what? I'll take them problems with age and the other side of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah.
Well, I hope you live well, brother. I hope you live well and don't have issues, man.
Appreciate it. But
all right, go on, do your speak.
Appreciate it. But as far as what I've been playing, I actually I know you two were duking it out, but I've been playing Tales of Kenzera. I actually beat it last week because I did a review for it. So I did my review for Tales of Kenzera. You can go check it out on gamersocialclub.ca. I enjoyed the game. It was amazing. So and I actually I streamed most of it. So I was on Twitch streaming it. I've been playing I've been playing some Dave the Diver. Just kind of jumping in and out of that. That's been pretty fun. But that's it. But that's been about it. But just and as far as his rap beef going on, man, Kendrick right now is winning, and I say that. I like Drake. Drake is okay, but I ain't been a huge Drake fan. I follow him for like his first 3 or 4 albums. These last few albums have been kind of add to me, so I just ain't been paying attention to him for a whole lot. But I'm thinking Kendrick is winning. Now this last song he put out, it was okay, but somebody gave me a insight on. So he hired Taylor Swift's producer to produce this beat for him on this song that he just dropped today or whatever, 616 in LA or whatever. So it's supposed to be a shot of with Drake's song or Taylor Made or something like that. So Kendrick is winning, and I can kind of see why J. Cole was like, you know what, I messed up, my bad, I'm done, and walked out.
Come on, nah, man. Listen, I think, see, my opinion on this, and I know that we got to get into gaming, but my thoughts on this, and there's people that's brought up some stuff that I also forgot with No Vaseline, with because that whole beef with Ice Cube and with Death Row and with Dre and then I forgot about Eazy-E and OG Knockoff and then with that song, you know what I'm saying, it was pretty much Bloods Against the Crips, you know, and they were and Eazy had that dope ass song going out there. What was that? Motherfucking G's and Snoop and them and Dog Pound, they had they disc cuts. Yeah, like that, man. Okay, anyway, we gonna have to get deeper in that. But then also I'm looking and seeing what Pred said. Eminem had some diss tracks as well. He did. I mean, but Eminem is like a troll. Like, so he's going after women that he smashed. So like, you know, he just smashed anybody. And then a lot of people are pretty much afraid to go against him because he is that's how he started, was being a battle rapper. So it is what it is.
They don't want to go after him or Twister or Ludacris because they will tear them apart.
Now
I've seen them do it.
I will agree. I don't know about Twister, but I will say this. Luda is underrated. A lot of people don't know Luda's game is insane.
Love Luda.
Luda's bars is insane. my top 3 all time, and some people might come after me for this, but listen, I've listened. LL is in our top 3. Andre 3000, and he don't even do diss beats, but he just a lyricist. He just a lyricist savant. And then Nas. Anybody that goes after a lyricist as skilled as Jay-Z and beats him, like if anybody tries to tell you that Jay-Z won that battle between him and Nas after Ether was dropped, bro, that you just
Nas tore him up.
You just a Jay-Z stan, and that's okay. I mean, but no, Ether, man, make your body make your shit burn slow, bro. Nah, son. No. So
am I crazy if I just say I haven't really been really partial on Jay-Z, except that one song that he did.
Jay got flow, bro.
You know,
Jay's cross.
He got flow, but he don't have it no more. There's artists out there as old as him that still got their flow. And I'm sorry. Y'all gotta put Ice Cube in this thing, because Ice Cube come after people and he come after them hard.
I got reminded, and then also, talking about, and then the Blue brings up Jadakiss. See, but nobody don't fuck with Jadakiss. Like, I mean, we seen what happened with that rap battle versus thing when it came to, Dipset against against Jada. What's the name of that crew? With Jadakiss? No. With Jadakiss crew, I can't forget it. People in the net chat. Man, that was a slaughter. Dipset got annihilated. it wasn't even, man, track for track. Nah, bro, you ain't messing with, you wasn't fucking with them. Anyway, all right. So let's get to some gaming.
We'll stay on this topic since we're here. I mean, we might well finish it out, bro.
No, let's get to that.
No. You want to come over on the crossover with us Monday? Come on and do it. We could get into it, but this.
I got some running around to do, but I'll try. I'll try.
All right. So, but I will agree that I think that Kendrick is, because I mean that was some lyrical shit, because a lot of people didn't know where I hate you. I hate the way you rap. I hate the way you talk. A lot of people don't know where that came from, and that came from DMX. Like, stupid.
That was Kendrick winning. He came when he dropped when he dropped what it was. I think Euphoria, whatever. That right there for me. I was telling my homeboys. I said at this point, man, unless Drake come out with some real behind the scenes like dirt that he got on Kendrick, the only thing you can really do, man, is sleep with Kendrick mama or something, bro. Because ain't too much more you can do. Like, that man can't for everything.
Use your light-skinned powers to fight back. That's all I can tell you to do on this one. Because lyrically, you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, but Drake can flow. But it's just
he can.
But Drake is a different type of rapper. That's why I felt like J. Cole would have been a better person. Another person that's underrated too that nobody don't really talk about. Well, I guess he's kind of out the game now. Is Wale. Man, Wale can shit.
Yeah, okay. Wale got a nice flow. I love Wale. I've been a fan of him since he dropped.
Huh? What'd you say?
Did y'all stayed on that? LL Cool. Did y'all hear his Exit 13 album?
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I got it.
That shit tore everything. I was like, I can't believe he flowed it like that. And I was like, he got that shit even harder now, man. That was dope ass shit.
But see, that's the thing. That's our weapon as light skinned dudes, man. We know how to keep it funky, but then we also know how to keep it tender for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? That's
oh my God, Jesus Christ, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? That's why them dark dudes can't stand us, man, because we can do both, man. Anyway,
Viper, right. Give K-Maker your electric vibrator, dude, so he can stop.
Okay, all right, man. Let's get to it. Let's talk about some games, man. All right.
Here we go.
All right, man. So let's
get
to
the controls right here.
Oh, I'm just keeping it real, man. We just know how to be smooth, man. Man, that's why the dark skin, man. There was so many dark skin dudes. They were color struck, man. They were so mad. I mean, I take that girl, man. They be so mad they want to fight, and then when they get punched in the mouth and knocked out, and then I take that girl anyway.
So for all those people out there that say we don't know about our rap game,
damn shame.
Y'all better put the notice out. This crew here know about their rap game. And if dark practice, you
think this like Southern shit talking rap was some of my favorite.
Oh no,
Hey,
it was.
all
No,
day.
it was.
Oh
I
yeah, they're
used to
skipping Atlanta.
love like
Ooh.
Chameleonaire when he'd go after it. Like I
Man,
thought he
what?
was pretty.
When him and
Like people don't
Paul
even
Walden
know
was
about
beefing.
Chameleonaire
Right,
and Paul
right.
Wall going at it.
Right, and
Oh,
Chameleonaire was clean with it. That's what was so cold
yes,
about it. He was
that's
clean
the
with
great
it.
He
cold part
was
about it.
mad
Yeah,
clean with it.
clean with it, and
I-
still,
This
and
is
still
what I
going
like
hard.
about those artists, Ham, like you're talking about. At least you can understand what they say, and what they say makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't like these artists that don't make no sense in what they say. They don't give you nothing to think about within their lyrics.
You mean mumble
That's why
rap?
that's why a lot of these new artists ain't as big as they think they are, and they can't make sustained money. That's just facts, man. Sorry.
They're making money. It's just the streaming thing, the engagement thing is what's making them the money. But when it comes to like people wanting to buy their music,
Longevity, right?
nobody ain't buying that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just people just, it is what it is. It's a whole different discussion. Like I said, Monday we can get into it. If you guys want to come and join us, please. Because
I'll try. I swear I'll try.
Yeah. But people come to GRG for some gaming topics. Now let's talk about this. But I wasn't going to bring it up, but then it kind of flowed in. So I was like, let me just say it. But anyway, Steam gamers upset with Sony for adding PSN accounts requirements. What's going on? I'm hearing all this stuff in the back.
That's Sir X-Man chomping on
Oh,
something.
that time it was my fault. I'm sorry, bro. My bad.
Come on, man. Mute your shit. You know how I get about that, about somebody eating on the damn.
You gave Viper a morning with his vibrator. I wasn't eating anything. I was just doing some screws.
We weren't even going live, sucker. But you know how I am about people eating my ear. I can't do it. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Will the PC will the PC hold the line, or will Sony get what they want? I'm gonna go straight to you on this one, Ham Solo. First,
oh my goodness,
yeah, bro. I mean, you've been cooking with it, so I know that it is this is a hot topic. It is, and I see that there's a lot of PlayStation fans that are pissed off at PC fans. There's a lot of PC fans. It's like, look, man, we're not going to condone the bullshit that Sony has done in the console market. That's not here in this play space, and now. A game that is highly revered is now in the mixed category because it's getting review bombs. How serious is this, Ham? The knee at the end of the day.
Out.
I didn't even hear like the last 5 seconds.
Okay, so who do you think will bend the knee at the end of the day?
At the end of the day, I think the people will.
Okay, all right.
And I kind of have my own guesses as to why they're doing it, but first, I guess I'll talk about that first. So as to why I think they're doing it, it's because they want to have their own ecosystem on PC. I'm sure they may dabble with Steam, but even with Xbox games on Steam, sometimes you have to have a Microsoft account and stuff like that, right?
No.
Is that not right?
Nope. You don't have to have a Microsoft account. But the thing is that if you it automatically can connect you to your Xbox account, but that's only if you want to transfer the achievements over to Steam. Because when I played Halo Master Chief Collection on Steam, boom, achievements started popping like crazy because I already had them on the Xbox. So, I mean, that's the only reason why that you can connect Steam with Xbox, but they're not forcing you to do it. Let's just say
okay.
that.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you a better question.
Mm-hmm.
Since you seem to be somewhat knowledgeable about this issue, let me ask you what's the problem with it?
So the problem that that a lot of people are talking about is that Sony is actually forcing the issue. It's not like Microsoft where it's if you want to do it.
Well, no. I'm not looking for a frustration. I'm looking for a legit problem. What is it like? Is this So, like, here's one issue I could see as an actual issue is if you live in like a country that doesn't like support or have the support from PlayStation, and then it not allowing you to log in or link up your progression or something like that, to me is a problem, not like a personal frustration of I just don't like I'm asking you, like, what is an actual like detriment of like signing terms and conditions in that aspect?
I'm not entirely sure if I see one. I don't think I see one. I mean, like I said, from my standpoint, I'm seeing Sony trying to infiltrate an area that they don't have a foothold in, and in a way, they're trying to force themselves into it through Steam. And they're going to basically force you to get a PlayStation account. Most of the people on Steam don't have a PlayStation account, don't want a PlayStation account. And a lot of them are thinking, hey, do I have to pay for PlayStation Plus so that I can play their games through Steam? I think that's where they're headed for that one.
I can explain it because I've been doing Steam and Xbox for quite a while. All right. You could buy Forza Horizon 3 on Steam back in the day. And there was a connection and a commitment between both games, between Microsoft. So if you've already had a Microsoft account connected back in the day, and now Steam has joined them together, and now the system recognizes that you have a Microsoft account, you can play them both seamlessly. All you got to do is just sign in through the Steam. It already recognizes it in your link. Fitted. Destiny is the only one where you had to sign into, their thing.
Right,
but
Destiny.
Destiny links you to everybody. But with Halo, you didn't have to do that. With Master Chief, with the new Halo, you didn't have to do that. Master Chief, you did. Because of you could not play rank match being on Steam, but you could play private matches and some whatever. What's that thing they call where they make their own maps? You can do it like that.
Forge,
yes. But when they came to Master Chief, Microsoft and Steam joined each other, so they know that you have an Xbox account. Forza Horizon 5. They know you have an Xbox account linked. If you're just starting it and you didn't have an Xbox account, but you bought the same type of game and you finally bought your game for the first time, you will have to link. But we're remembered as being already linked to Steam and Microsoft. That's why it works now. No extra charge, no Xbox Live. You know how you do it when you first linked up EA? All you have to do is just show your account, pull the stuff, get it verified. There you go.
Yeah.
So you're already set because we've been in for so long. Now, new people that come into that ecosystem or newer people that bought it on Steam, they can play it with the people on Steam. But if they want to link to people that play on Xbox too, then they just have to send a link. It'll ask you who you want, and you'll just have to set a regular silver account, which don't cost nothing. But because you're on PC, you'll be able to play and talk to people without buying anything from Microsoft. That's the way they got it set up. They made it fair across the board where you can have bigger lobbies. And then when you go play Halo, they recognize that in the structure that you already signed in. So you're good to go after that.
Sir X-Man and Ham Solo. All right, I'm pulling up the actual community page on Steam right now for Ghost of Tsushima. It says,
where did that come from?
No, just hold on. It's on Steam right now. But Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut is the first PlayStation title on PC that uses a new PlayStation overlay, which includes your friends list, trophies, settings, and your profile. This feature is available on Windows PC and will be accessible from the in-game menu or for keyboard players by pressing Shift F1 shortcut on your keyboard. So it's basically what Sony is doing. They're integrating the PlayStation UI into Steam for those PlayStation games, and in order for you to do crossplay with the PC or even talk to your friends, you'll have to sign into your PlayStation account. So in essence, they are kind of forcing it on people.
Okay. All right, Ham. Continue, please.
All right.
I know it was Ham's topic, but go ahead. But okay, but you asked him. But go ahead, brother.
But as I said, like as I kind of asked at the beginning, like, what's the actual issue here? Like, like sure. Now you have to say, oh yeah, Sony does own this game, or owns the publishing rights to be able to have this game out, and I have to sign this thing. Like, I understand that maybe like it's annoying to sign another thing, but like I don't know how that takes away from the experience of the game, in my opinion. And I just kind of disagree with this whole like trip out that everybody's having. It feels like, to me personally. So it's like, sure, you may have your own opinion, but fuck your opinion. Right now I'm talking. So I'm just here like, why is it anytime we get news, good, bad, or just kind of got to deal with it situations, like everything's a goddamn problem. Like nothing's good. Everything's bad. Everything like it's like, to me, this isn't a big deal. This is me like who knows? For me personally, maybe this could be going towards me being able to have the crossplay feature for it, or not crossplay, but a cross progression. Right? Like maybe I can hop onto my PlayStation and be able to continue from where I left off with this, and maybe it's not just for this game, but all games coming forward for PlayStation. People have been saying, I want PlayStation games on PC. Well, now they did it, and you're not happy with how they're doing it. And it's just like, shut the fuck up. Like, either play it or go sit your ass down in the corner and go do something else.
Oh, this man.
But like, everybody has a complaint. Everybody has a problem with everything. And it's just like, you know, you don't have to do this, right? Like, this is a hobby. If you don't like the way that this is going for you with this specific game, don't put your money towards it. You want to write a petition, but still buy the game. You know what that told the investors? Fuck them. They're going to buy it anyways. Fuck them. What does it matter what they think, what they petition for? Who cares? Look at your petition and then look at the amount of people that bought the game. They're not looking at your petition. Like, nobody cares about that shit. So either it's a petition about this, about Stellar Blade, whatever. What are you gonna do? Thumbs down every game from now on to the end of time that has to do with this PlayStation thing? When we know, most of us know, that are following gaming news and everything, PlayStation is trying to go more to PC. We know that. So guess what? They want to lock things down the way they want to do it. Why is that so hard to understand? It's what they want to do. It's their shit. I mean, do you get mad at your neighbor when he puts ADT up? Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you mad? This doesn't really affect you or anything. It, like I said, the only thing I could really understand in something being like harmful of this situation is if now somehow, some way, you don't have access to be able to play it. Right? If you don't have access to be able to play it because you live in an area that's not supported by PlayStation, well, that's a valid frustration right there. But if you're just mad because, oh, I gotta sign something else, I already have Steam, then shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Just keep it pushing. Like, I don't understand why everybody has to be mad about dumb shit. Like it's like a trend that I'm just not cool with.
All right. Well, that's well said. Let me go to you, Husky, on this one. I mean, do you feel the same way as Ham do, or do you have a different opinion of this? Because it is adamant that the PC community is especially online, is up in arms about what Sony is doing. There's a lot of people saying that they're infringing on their gaming rights, pretty much. And there's a great question that's from Fastback. Appreciate you coming through. Again, hit that like button, subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Show the support if you don't mind. But yeah, I mean, where are you at on this one? I mean, do you ride with him, or do you have a different opinion on this one, Husky?
So, I'm kind of in the middle of it. Middle on the situation, but I see Ham's point. But I kind of understand where the Steam players are coming from. Essentially, it all boils down to control. Sony wants to have some, like I said, they're trying to get into the PC space, and they want control over their property, basically. And this is one way of them doing it. And Steam players feel like, okay, well, I'm not going to say they feel like they're taking something away, but it's an extra step that you're requiring for me to play this game. Why should we have to do this? Why should we have to do this? And I can understand that, but like I said, I can also see Sony's point. But like, I agree with him in saying that if it's not something that's going to hurt you or harm you or just keep you from being able to play the game, as far as what's going to where you're not supported well, other than that, I don't really see a problem with it. I mean, eventually, once again, this is Sony we're talking about, and eventually they were going to come for their stuff. That's basically, like I said, it boils down to control. And if you know anything about Sony and how they run their stuff, they were eventually going to come for it. They're going to find a way to make you either, like I said, create a PlayStation account or whatever the case may be. They were going to find a way to get you to do that. And this is just that way. So if you want to continue to play Helldivers, you're going to have to do that. And once again, I don't honestly see, I have a PlayStation and I have a PlayStation account already, but that's just me. But I don't see a problem with it. I mean, like I said, as long as it's not going to, you sign in the PlayStation, whatever, it's going to mess you up to where you can't do the support. You won't have support for the game. You can't play the game or something like that. Like, I don't honestly see a problem with it. Now, once again, I understand why people are upset, and you have that right to be upset. But if you want to continue to play this game, you kind of just have to fall in line. Like I said, this is Sony stuff. This is how they kind of run their business. Either way it goes, you're going to have to fall in line to basically play it. But that's just my 2 cents.
I don't feel bad for not a motherfucker out here. None of them. All y'all do is bitch all the time about shit. Like I don't know. When I first started podcasting, I was maybe feeling bad. Oh yeah, too bad for you guys.
Listen,
man, I heard y'all cry wolf so many goddamn times when there wasn't no problems.
Listen, they do.
Like, man, go tell your mama. I don't give a fuck.
They do. People cry about, whine about everything. It's always something. Hey, I understand where Ham's coming from, man, because people complain, and I like, once again, let me say this: you do have the right to. Doesn't mean it's the correct path you should take all the time, but you have that right to feel how you feel. Can no one change that? However, that doesn't mean it's the correct reaction. People. I've seen so many people. Hey, already just online since this came out. Oh man, Sony messing up. Sony doing this. They about to lose all these plays. Listen. Like I said,
let them mess up.
That's my thing. People, once again, if you know anything about Sony or have dealt with Sony or just heard, you know how they run their stuff. What?
Oh,
No,
I
no.
got a super chat from
Super chat.
Go ahead.
My bad. But yeah, if you know how Sony runs their stuff, man, it's shout out to that super chat. I just saw it. But
shout out to
if you know how Sony run their stuff, man, that's them. And like I said, you got to go along to get along, basically. And that's just how it is. Like either put your big boy pants on and sign up for the account, or don't and move on. Either way, they go Sony.
Yeah.
I would say get the super chat first before I say something.
Yes.
No. I'm going to give my props to my brother Op. You know what I'm saying? He was a former member of the GRG podcast. And, you know what I'm saying? A brother wanted to get into the truck driving scene. And, you know, he asked me for some pointers. I hope that helped him. But he's doing his thing. Because obviously, when you give it a super chat like that, you're over the road making that money. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. But anyway, no, I will get to the super chat. But no, go ahead and finish your point, and then I'll definitely go to what Operation Op is saying, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, I giving up the podcasting for boy getting on that road. Boy, that boy making that money. I'm sorry.
Okay, we can't hear you because you're just so far away from the microphone. So go whatever.
Oh my God!
Anyway.
I'm putting the mic over here, but y'all say I'm clipping, then I'm over here doing this.
You need it right here on your face, like me.
Okay, y'all can hear me though. You know what I'm saying? I'm turning shit down. I'm moving and adjusting. I'm doing the best that I can, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, appreciate you, Operation Out, man. I really do. I will get to your super chat here in a hot second. But go ahead, Viper. What was you gonna say?
So what I was gonna say is just to add on to what everyone else has said. So I'm gonna read this off. To make use of features like trophies, friends lists, and crossplay, you can sign in with your existing account for PlayStation Network or create a new account. The use of PlayStation Overlay is optional for both single player experience and Legends mode. But remember, if you want to make use of the features like trophies, friends list, and crossplay, you have to sign in. But it's optional. Keyword, it's optional. So for them to be getting upset about it, it's a nothing burger at this point. They got you. It's called reading. Reading is fundamental, people. I am reading this blurb right here on Steam itself. It is optional. Same way, if you want to get access to Xbox Party Chat, Xbox achievements, and stuff like that, you've got to sign into an Xbox account, no matter where you're at. So, same thing here. If you want to talk to your friends or supposed friends on PlayStation, then you got to sign into your account. If you want crossplay, so if the PlayStation community wants to play with the PC community, you'll get your crossplay that way. If you want to see your friends list, if you want to get your trophies, you have to sign into your account. But once again, they specifically said the PlayStation Overlay is optional. You don't have to worry about using that because the game itself, it already supports achievements on Steam and Epic Game Store. So there's no problem right there. If you want a certain achievement, you'll get it on Steam, you'll get it on the Epic Game Store. If you want achievements and you want trophies, sign into your PlayStation account. So honestly, it is a nothing burger. It's still about control because PlayStation wants to have that wants to get into that space. But once again, it is optional.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to make this point, and then I'm going to read what Operation Op is saying, right? Because it's going to go to what I'm saying. And hope you guys
still want to make a point on that when you get a chance.
You interrupting Ham and talked for 30 minutes. Go ahead.
No, I didn't. I was just telling them that the thing with the crossplay with the Xbox.
Okay, but, make your point. Make a point, because when I go, I'm gonna close it out and we move on.
I know I'm gonna let you go. But so you're signed into it, and you have friends just on Steam that play with you, but somebody has a friend on PlayStation that plays with another friend of yours. So does that mean that you two can't join together with that person's friend because they do not have a PSN account connected to it? So it's gonna kick them out.
That's a great point. Oh, you cannot.
Thank you.
You can't.
You cannot. No, you can't.
Oh,
I knew it. I knew that was something in there.
All right. Now it goes to what Op is saying as well. Go ahead. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Sir X-Man.
No, I'm done. I just wanted to bring that point up on that. Like I said, Sony pulling the okie doke again.
All right.
I'm gone.
So now, I mean, now this is more information that goes into feed into what I'm going to say. Right. I agree with Ham in the degree of like everybody bitch, moan, complains. It is annoying. I mean, as a person that's been doing this content creation stuff for years, it is in cycles, and everything almost damn repeats itself. But it is true that Sony is now wanting to get themselves into the game and then force their ideology on, like what they do with the consoles, into PC. It's not going to work, Jack. Overall, Helldivers 2 kind of got you. And you know what? This is what I'm telling you about Sony and letting you know how Sony is, in my opinion, it's not nobody else on this panel, it's me. It's a piece of shit on how they operate. They waited to see if this game was going to be a hit or not. And then when the game was a hit, then they wanted to implement their ideology on you and say, well, you love the game so much, I know you're going to do this. But there's a lot of PC gamers that's like, nah, bruh, there's plenty of other games out here that I could play that don't follow these same bullshit tactics. And you know why that I know that? Since I've been playing on PC, Microsoft tried to pull the same wool over the PC gamers' eyes. And again, why do you think that the Windows Store is atrocious and has not kicked off, or Epic Store has not kicked off? The PC community has made their stance of where they want to play their games the most at. And it's usually on Steam, GOG, and then they like to go buy their games elsewhere or whatever. But the problem, the situation is that Microsoft had to understand this. And so Microsoft was like, okay, we're going to follow what the gamer wants. Sony is trying to come in here and trying to force what they're trying to do, and also implement, like, okay, and lie to their investors and say, well, it's engaged. Look at this engagement. Everybody is saying that it's 60-40 on PC, when really, when everybody is signed to the PlayStation accounts, it's 50-50, or it's 60-40 the opposite way. So PlayStation stands can go out there and promote that shit to make people think that PlayStation sold more than the PC, and that the console is still more relevant than the PC market. That's what we're seeing here. And listen, I agree with you, Ham. I agree with everybody on this panel and everybody in the chat that's in the point of saying, like, everybody is bitching for everything. But again, if you're a diehard PC gamer that has been a PC gamer from the get, beyond these consoles, I can see why you could be pissed off and why you will not support this. So that's my thoughts on it. But let me go to this super chat. Operation Op, man, really do appreciate it, man. I'm gonna call you Operation, you know what I'm saying? We call Super G the driver, but we're gonna call you Operation Op, the over the road driver. What's happening, brother? He said, let's go. He said, what up, y'all? He said the PC community wants to be the loudest voice against AAA gaming, to then trash their chosen savior, video games, over a PSN login. Shows how ungrateful they are. This shows all developers that nothing is ever enough. I hope all their PCs get corrupted. Operation Op is a goddamn fool
Talk
for that.
about it. Let's go.
Listen, no, Operation Op, no.
Yes,
no, no,
cook them, put them over the stove, saute their ass.
No, Operation. I thought you was over here on the side of the PC nation is fighting for the big conglomerate can't take us. This man said, "I am corporate to the end." This man making so much money.
It has nothing to do with being corporate. It has to do with either get in or get out. You know what? Get right or get left. That's just what it is.
Bro,
get right or get left.
Wow. I thought Operation I was on the side of the PC gamer. My brother went ridiculous. Okay, so Richili said,
wait a minute.
Hold on. Richili said, I refunded Battlefield 1 and 5 because of the EA launcher requirement. They literally only cost $3 each. You know what I'm saying? So listen, it's a different animal. Like, I don't care about the launchers because I'm more of a console gamer, right? And Sony is now trying to tell you is that, look, a lot more of you console gamers are going to start going into the PC. So therefore, we want to start implementing our strategy and our the way that we operate. But there's still
don't start a rumor, K-Maker. Don't you start a rumor like that.
That's not a rumor. That's the truth. If you don't think that this is what they're trying to do, this is the reality. Sony, listen, we'll get into, this wasn't a topic, but I am going to, and if people want to address this tonight, we can, because we have enough people. I thought we were going to be, having some more people on here tonight to where we couldn't. But let's ask the question to the PlayStation community right here, and also the panel and the people in the chat. Why do you think Sony is willing to pay $26 billion to get Paramount instead of them paying $26 billion to get a gaming studio or to preserve the studios that they dissolved and keep the developers that they've already had?
Wait a minute. They alone are not buying Paramount. They going with Apollo Global Management.
It doesn't matter. So, but they're putting their money. They're putting their money where their mouth is, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was over here trying to say that PlayStation was going to go ahead and counteract against the ABK deal, and everybody knew that Sony was not going to go and try to get something on the same level of ABK because there isn't anything on the same level in the gaming space. But you thought that they were really going to try to make some big power moves to maybe go after CD Projekt Red or maybe work on a couple of IPs from Embracer Group that was struggling, or Gearbox or something of that nature. And you know what they said? Nah, bro, I want Paramount. That should tell you something. But I don't know. That's just me thinking out loud. Anybody got any thoughts on that?
Honestly, I would not want them to buy Paramount. I think I was saying this in the green room, and let's look at what Paramount owns. We got VH1, MTV, BET, all of CBS. You got CMT, which is a country music channel. You got Comedy Central. You got Nickelodeon. I'm like, Paramount Plus and Paramount Network, obviously.
BET.
But look, I said BT. Yep.
Oh, okay.
And so, don't forget Pluto TV. That's another streaming service. Don't forget they got Showtime.
Yep.
They got the Smithsonian channel, TV Land.
And Pluto is free for now.
Yes. For now, yes, you're right.
Well, think about that access though that PlayStation has. If Sony would have if they owned that for people who don't have cable television or satellite television or streaming television.
Yep.
Nickelodeon, the big boy, Nickelodeon.
Showtime.
CMT.
MTV.
Yeah. Nobody cares about MTV no more, dude. I'm being real.
It's just the name. They want the name, obviously. But I mean, seriously, you look at all of that. I do not want Sony to own all of that. They already got Crunchyroll. What else did they get before?
They destroyed Crunchyroll.
I mean, they destroyed Funimation, but they still got
Funimation. Yeah, that's what the other one was. Funimation.
Yeah.
But besides those, what else did they get?
And they got Billy Billy.
What the hell is Billy Billy?
Billy Billy is the biggest Japanimation, or I should say anime in the East. It's bigger than Funimation and Crunchyroll combined. Billy Billy is
I
huge.
think Japan will stop that. I think Japan will stop
They
that.
already bought it. They own it. They've been owning it for 3-4 years.
Well, like I said, then that be a cause of interest, because then, I mean, you know, what do you call it? A monopoly, because then you own all the animated series and shows out there, all the channels, everything.
I don't know. Then I tell you what you should do is that you better go to your congressman or woman and tell them, look, check out what Sony is trying to do. If they get Paramount, then they're out here, and you know, and they got all of anime locked down. They got Sony Pictures. They got now they're having exclusives and things like that. So if you're going to go after Microsoft and things of that nature for what they're doing, then maybe you need to look and see what Sony is doing in the picture department. Because if they get a hold of Paramount and they get a hold of all the rest of these companies, then what you're telling me is that they got. It's only going to preserve them for them to have full control to get on the airwaves and let people see Sony this, Sony that, motion pictures, their games, everything. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's business. But if you're going to go after Microsoft, going after ABK, you would think that they would go after that. So it's up to the public to want to make that decision. I'm not going to go to a congressman like that because as I looked at Microsoft going after ABK, I said, look, it's cool. Nobody else had the money, or they chose them. If Paramount chooses Sony, then it is what it is. I'm not going to my congressman out here to sit there and listen. I'm in a red burgundy state. If I say something about the East, they would go crazy, but I'm not because I feel listen, it should be looked at, and if it's not, then I'm like, oh shit. Well, there's a discrepancy here.
I'm gonna say this, that you've got a Japanese company asking an American investing company to loan them some money so that they can buy an American company.
That's because they're on welfare.
No, I know that.
They ain't
but
on too much welfare.
Explain the logic of a Japanese company owning an American company when an American company can't even go into Japan or penetrate Japan to get a company over there. Explain that to me.
I think that's going to change. I think that's going to change.
Yeah, I hope so, because I know there's some companies Microsoft would like to get that's in Japan, but then of course they can't get over there because Japan is like blocked off from everybody on the outside. So I think we should block the Japanese from trying to get some of our companies.
No, I think well, okay, but see again. I think that these things are a lot bigger than how I think a lot of people perceive these things to be. Again, that there is, they do have to, you have to have a company based in Japan and other places and whatever. Microsoft is based in Japan. So if we're talking about like what people have always been alluding to as Sega or something like that, Microsoft has a good leg to stand on. Of course, the FTC, the CMA would be coming after them, but the way that the Xbox is moving right now, it is in the benefit to say, look, we're putting games on other platforms. How are you trying to hold us off? Because what Sony did, this is all a play. And so again, and if we're looking at it from the movie standpoint of what Sony is trying to do, yes, it doesn't make sense that if the FTC or the CMA or other regulators don't try to question this, at least, then who knows, right? Like, because I mean,
I thought they said they were going to question anything that's over $1 billion. I thought the regulators said they were going to do that.
Well, we'll see. I mean, nothing is. They haven't purchased anything yet. It's just in negotiation. So we'll see. We'll see. And like I said, I mean, if nobody else is willing to put up the money to get Paramount and all the rest of those companies, CBS and all the rest of those companies, then, it's up to the regulators to stand in and try to make it right for all consumers. But if they don't, then what else do they do? You don't want CBS and the rest of these companies to fold. You don't want BET to fold, right? So I mean, you got to look at this situation the way that it is. And so I'm with you. It could not benefit. It can only benefit Sony at the end of the day, but then at the end it couldn't. I don't know, but you don't want these things to go away, do you? So if Sony's got the money and they got investors, they can help. They can help. So I don't know.
It's too big, because what I think is going to happen, because CBS is entitled to this, involved with this, and a lot of other CBS news outlets out there, they might stop it because of the influence that the Asian, or Japanese can have on America. It might get stopped because of that. They say, okay, you got to break off with an ABL. See, Sundance, their studios, they're trying to buy it. That's an American company. They have the money.
We got to stop trying to make it about America and everything.
No.
The global dollar.
We made it about America with the ABK. We made it about America with the ABK. We need to bring it here too. I'm sorry on that. Can't make it get mad at me, but
no, I'm not mad at you. But that's two American companies that's merging, and ABK is the biggest. What was the biggest publisher in the world? Yeah. So that's
a Japanese company.
I'm not mad about them looking at this and questioning Microsoft. Do I agree with how they approach some things? No, absolutely not.
No,
but especially the way when they were talking about exclusive and the way Sony was begging and pleading and bitching and complaining and saying, oh, exclusives, what if they take these games away from us, while they're still taking games away from us as we speak?
All right, let me break it down to you this way, K-Man. I'm about to different. Let me simplify this for you. So it's only 26 billion. But look at all the
let me hold $1 million in for X. I ain't gonna be greedy. Let me just give out $1 million.
Y'all didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish. Please let me finish. Compared to 70 big, Activision is big for gaming and the gaming community. But you're talking about only 26 billion for an influence media area, which has all these different. What we wrote out has more studios, if you think about the studios and what they do, than Activision does. These are worldwide studios that implement things worldwide. Yeah. So the price may be lower, but this is worldwide influence. You can get CBS and everywhere just through a satellite. You can get these other sites like Nickelodeon and all the other things and everything else worldwide. The U.S. is cracking down on TikTok because of stuff like that.
I get it.
What do you think they're going to do to this? They're going to stop this too?
No, they're not. No, they're not. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's a lot of people that sees the dollar instead of seeing the common sense. I agree with you. But see, this is another thing. Why Sony said, look, I'd rather put this money into this than put this money into a studio than the games. Is because I have more influence. Just like they put their money into the IGNs, into a lot of the gaming media, because they can influence not only content creators, they can influence the people that push out this content, and they will definitely push out their influence on younger gamers and younger people and even older people. PlayStation is here on top of Sony movies and pictures and everything else, right?
You just answered my thing. The influence.
I get it, but whose fault is that? Should Microsoft say, okay, we got to? I mean, because Microsoft got more money. Microsoft could be saying, look, shit, we want Paramount, but they said no, and the money hats is over.
They didn't say anything yet. Microsoft didn't say nothing yet, though.
Microsoft didn't say nothing. They would have already thrown their money in the hat if they wanted to get Paramount, right?
mean,
It should have got WB, but whatever.
Well,
I mean,
no,
and isn't Halo on Paramount?
Right.
Like that, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's listen. Let me
and Fallout, right? Like, I mean, that's
and my storage
Fallout's on Amazon.
No,
Fallout's
Star Trek's on Paramount Plus.
I mean, but still Paramount. It's still Paramount. It's still Paramount.
I mean, not Paramount. I'm sorry, Amazon. Amazon Prime.
Fallout is on Amazon. I'm talking about Halo. Halo is on Paramount. Halo is on Paramount.
Star Trek's on Paramount.
What's called it's on? I thought Fallout's on Paramount too.
No, it's on Amazon Prime. Prime Video.
They all mixed up to me. Whatever the case may be, but whatever.
Because you don't watch things.
Whatever. But
you play games.
Yeah, but my thing is this, and I'm gonna let you go, Husky. Is this? If Microsoft felt that threatened, right, they would have jumped on it, or are they that ignorant to not pay attention to it? Oh shit, there's an Amber Alert. Man, people need to stop stealing these kids, man. What y'all doing? Damn.
Hey, it might be a tornado warning, dude.
No,
it's an Amber Alert. That's
Alert.
Kids.
Big difference. Kids. Sucker. Yeah. All right, anyway. Talk about me paying attention. At least I pay attention to real shit. Listen, if Microsoft does not want to try to go out there and push out for that, listen, and not saying that it's right, wrong, or different, but you can't be advocating, in my opinion, well, this is an American company and they should be doing. If Microsoft is one of the biggest companies in the world, Amazon themselves or Apple aren't trying to get
Google,
this company.
And Google, yeah.
And Google, these American companies are not trying to go. Facebook aren't trying to go after this shit. Then who am I to sit there and say Sony can't get that shit, right? Now, Sony is trying to take a different approach on trying to bring engagement than what Microsoft is. Sony knows they can't do it the way Microsoft is doing it in the gaming space, but they can do it in the movie TV sector. Now we will find out who is better suited for it. Now if we're talking about advertising, Sony has always been elite compared to Microsoft in that category. But who is going to make the most money out of this? Because gaming is the biggest entertainment in the world, not movies and television. Yep. You see what I'm saying? So go ahead, Husky. What's your thoughts on this?
No, I was just saying, like, to be honest with you, I mean, I would like to see it, maybe to be, as long as it doesn't get to a point where Sony comes in, they buy it, then all of a sudden, Paramount, they start jacking up the price. They come in and start doing stuff, crazy stuff like that.
They gonna do crazy
but I mean,
shit.
I'm expecting some of it, but not like outrageous, out of hand. And like my word would be, they come in, they purchase, they get Paramount Plus, and they start, removing, or they shut down the smaller, like they shut down like MTV. They, maybe not shut it down, but like MTV is no longer what it used to be. BET, same thing with BET. Like they have BET and BET Plus now, and my thing was last year.
Yeah.
Wasn't Tyler Perry and somebody else trying to buy BET? My thing is, if you need money like that, why not sell off some of the smaller studios?
Thank you.
And instead of giving, sell it off. Like,
they ain't gonna let us get that. You see what they did to Bill Cosby?
I said that earlier.
Let's not get too deep here.
Listen. But
you see what they did to Bill Cosby?
I get it. I know. I know. I heard, but I'm just saying, like,
no, I ain't heard. That's a fact. Shit, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm into politics shit more than the gaming shit. That was a fact. They were like, we are not letting this black man buy one of the biggest networks in this company and then put his influence on this country, because look what he did with the Cosby Show. You think he's going to say, what do you think that he would have done with NBC, with the news and everything else? Hell no. Them people, they did not want that. They did not want that. They weren't ready for it. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Go ahead, brother.
Put on crossover.
I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real.
And you're right, you facts. But I'm just saying, like, that's once again, that's just something I'm thinking about. If you're in need of money or you need somebody to come take over, sell off some of the smaller companies, keep it what it is. But it's like I worry about where if they purchase it, what what would happen to some of the content? Like you said, is it going to disappear? Is it going to dissipate? They're going to get rid of it. Then where will we be able to find it? Like then they're going to start charging, like I said, charging you extra to have access to this content, charging you extra for this, and that's a worry when it comes to Sony purchasing something like that. And I get it. They're, they invest in, they have their Sony pictures and stuff like that. So they, we've had Sony movies. What they had the Gran Turismo, Uncharted. Like I said, we got the Last of Us series. They got a God of War series coming out. They got a Horizon series coming out. Like they got stuff coming out, and I understand that. But like I said, my worry with them purchasing something like that is they're gonna start jacking up the price. We're gonna start seeing stuff disappear. They're gonna start making you pay extra to have access to certain things. Like they take over. I'd rather them not buy this. I'd rather them go somewhere else. Like you said, like Sir X-Men was saying, I would rather maybe Sundance, an American company, keep
Skydance.
it. Skydance. I'd rather them keep, them purchase it or something of that nature. And once again, I Sony is all right, but at the same time, I know Sony has their money over everything. They are money over everything, and as you can tell that way from their gaming stuff to their movie stuff like that. Like this is going to basically just become something they take and squeeze the life, not squeeze the life, but like try to milk your pockets.
Right. No, you said it right the first time. Squeeze the life out of it.
Yeah, and
go ahead.
I was gonna say, and it wasn't just how many years ago when the PS3 came out, and the guy was like, you should get a second job to buy a PS3.
Right.
So that's my thing. Like they're gonna come in and they're going to just try to get every penny from any and everybody that has Paramount Plus, like myself. Like I have Paramount Plus as well. We don't have cable, so cut the cord, use Paramount Plus. It gives us our local news and stuff in the mornings before it goes to the stuff like that. So like I use Paramount Plus a lot. I like some of the shows on there from CBS, CSI, all those good shows that are still on there. So I still watch those. But my worry once again, as a consumer of Paramount Plus, they're gonna come in instead of charging what it's charging, it's gonna be $20 a month for these shows, and then if you want extra to have access to this part of it, you got to give us $25 a month or whatever the case may be. And it's just a worry. Like I said, when they closed down, I was a Funimation guy. I had Funimation. I did dubs. I do dubs over sub. It allows me to multitask. However, I enjoy Crunchyroll, but now they've closed. They shut down Funimation.
Yep.
And you got to strictly have Crunchyroll.
Yep.
Like, and Crunchyroll's interface is it's not the best.
It's awful.
It's trash.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but yeah. But you go ahead, Piper.
The only thing that I'm looking at here, because you mentioned it about them shutting stuff down. The only streaming service Sony technically have right now is Crackle and Crunchyroll, right?
No, they got Billy. They got. I mean, stop just saying no.
Yeah, Billy's on there. It's in China, but I'm talking about.
Well, we don't have.
But how many people are in China? Yeah. It's more than anything else.
Yeah, but I'm correct.
Correct. Come on.
You're correct.
Huge, massive. Okay, come on.
So here's the thing: if they bought Paramount Plus or just Paramount as a whole, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What do you think they're going to shut down? And then what do you think they're going to integrate together? Because the only way this can truly work is if everything comes together into one package. That's the only way it's going to truly work. But if they're going to start shutting stuff down and then not integrating other stuff together and then just getting rid of all of our favorite stuff, I can guarantee you the entire American community and probably some of European community will kind of,
no, they won't
fight back.
No, they won't. You got too much faith in these. You got too much faith into it. I mean, I hate to say that like this, but people have their priorities in so many other different bullshit instead of the shit that should be in their face. And not saying what you're saying is wrong, but let's just say, for instance, hypothetically, and I don't think this will happen. Let's say that they shut down BET. How many of these people let's just talk about the people that we see on social media is going to cry out and say, "Oh my God, they shut down BET." This was a staple for Black America for years. You know what some of those stands will say? You know what I'm saying? You know what they will say.
Black people don't stick together. Come on now. Let's get it right.
No. I'm not going that deep. I'm just going to say what they're going to say. Nobody wasn't watching anyway. Who likes Tyler Perry in 2025? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what you're going to see.
That's exactly what
you're going to see.
That's what they're going to say. Instead of people
you still watching Tyler Perry movies?
Right. Instead of people saying, "Oh my God, the rich history of BET from looking at it is gone from all of those great shows that you can go back to the 80s and 90s and look back, and with Donnie Simmons and you know what I'm saying? Oh my God.
Rap City, 106 and Park,
106
and Park, all those good souls.
Oh my God. What was her? I cannot think of her beautiful, light-skinned, beautiful ass that was right there. Was a co-host with Donnie Simpson back in the late 80s and 90s. Oh God. Oh my God, I can't think of her name. And then of course, Free. Oh my God. Anyway, right?
All right, calm down, relax, take a towel, get a towel, wipe off.
I'm about to go grab this white woman and then say, "Look, you a black girl tonight." Anyway, but I'm just saying. My thing to know, no, honestly though, you know what I'm saying, no bullshit aside, I'm just saying, there will be apologists for it.
Of course.
And you, I know, I would think for you, me, Ham, even maybe Husky, Sir X-Man, others, be like, no, this isn't right. Like, if you're gonna cut some shit that nobody really like, True TV or some shit like that. Cut that, but don't cut BET. But the facts of it is that the internet, because they love Sony, because Sony is tied with PlayStation, and that there's a group of people that, and I know this because I was a diehard PlayStation fan, that Sony means synonymous to they care about people of color. It's not true, but
no, it's not.
No, it's not true.
But
the only color they care about is green.
The only color they care about is green, but they still use that today. Even while they call Xbox guys that are American, they call other American black guys corporate slaves and all this other bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Think logically about this, not because there's a lot of fools on the internet that say dumb shit, but the fact of it is that there is not nobody that's going to stand up for BET, because people aren't watching BET like they used to, and that will give Sony the opportunity for them to get rid of it. But I don't think that they would, because they know that they would have an output to put their agenda on Black Americans that still watch it. You see what I'm saying? So again, I don't know. We'll see. I know exactly what Sony is doing behind this. It makes a lot of sense. It's proper. I would think that Microsoft would want to get involved into this, but again, they got other ideology. They got a different skill set. We'll see how it works for them, and we'll see how this works for Sony at the end of the day. But I don't know, man. I would say with the success
of Fallout, and the somewhat success of Halo, me personally, with the properties they have.
Oh shit, Uncut. DJ Berto, you like me. You a nasty motherfucker. Listen. Watch that shit after the club. Let's go. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But but with the success of Fallout and the somewhat success of Halo, like, you would think, hey man, we got some good properties here. We can make some. We can start pushing out shows. Something to add to add on to what we already have. Like, I would love to see a Fable series, and it can be an animated series in the vein of like Delicious in Dungeon. You got your action, you got some comedy. You know what I'm saying? The British humor. Like, they have so many good properties they can use. Gears of War. Don't loan that out. Don't send it out to Netflix. Take it, hire your cast, get you some good people, get you some good writers, good director. There you go. You got a Gears of War series. You don't have to do a movie. You can do a series. Like, you have so many good properties. I don't see why they're not making this move. Like, I get it. Y'all just spent money on the gaming side.
But they did, Husky. But that's the thing. They did try it. And you know what the Xbox community at that time was saying?
True.
We don't want TV.
You're right.
They were bitching and complaining and mad about it. Now, the same people that were advocating when they were way bigger YouTubers and content creators at the time, they're over here not saying a goddamn word. I got to get to this topic. I got to get to the next topic before we get out of here tonight. But the thing to me is that this is the problem. And Sony has always really been good at keeping their narrative positive. My thing of it is that, yes, they can sit here and try to promote the PlayStation and everything else that's pro Sony, right? That's why you buy these things for. But at the end of the day, especially with the young audiences, will it matter? It will matter for us, our old asses. You know what I'm saying? When you know what I'm saying? When Ham gets to my age and when I get to Sir X-Man's age, you know what I'm saying? God willing, when Viper, I have no idea how old Viper is. Viper could be fucking 90 for all I care. But he's evil. You know what I'm saying? So
he's 45.
He worships the devil. So regardless, you know what I'm saying? So whatever the case may be, regardless, the thing to me is that we don't matter. It is the young adults that are 25 and under that will dictate what's going to happen. And I don't see TV being at the forefront. I just don't. Microsoft sees this. They tried to tell us about this. Our old asses said no. Our Generation X asses said, nah, bruh, you're going too far. Now we're looking back and saying, oh shit, why Xbox ain't doing more? Because they tried to tell us. Now Sony is over here doing this because they were over here listening to our Generation X asses and saying, nah, man, TV, this is the way to go. Consoles is the future. And now they're over here like, oh, shit, consoles is about to fall away into the obscurity. So it's a crazy situation. We'll see who wins at the end. If Microsoft's strategy works to where it's a broader thing for gaming, or will Sony, that is all about doing things with TV and motion pictures and getting into your face and things like that, will that strategy still work going into like the 2030s, 2040s? We'll see.
I'm sorry, I got to say this. I apologize. But why aren't they crying like they did in 2013? Why is Sony going TV, movie, stream, like they did to fucking the Xbox back then in 2013?
Because it was only because, listen, I've said this a million times.
It's a double standard, and that I'm pissed off. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm pissed off about that.
It's going into our next topic, and that's why I got to say it's talking about the media and things like that. We've been finessed. We have been finessed. I've been trying to tell people this for a long time. We have been finessed like hell. So I thank you for the great segue. We're going to get the hell off of that. Because that was an extra topic, but it was only 5 of us tonight, so it's all good. And we will talk about the Xbox showcase at the end. So I do want to talk about this. Okay, so can we trust the gaming media anymore, or has
hell no?
Hell to the no, no.
Or has the let me go back to it.
Has the age of content creation killed real gaming journalism?
Yes, and that's where I want to get to my point, and I'm going to go to you on this one, Viper, first, but I want to say my point. I can remember, and listen, I'm a news whore, right? Like, you could just say that. I mean, I absorb news. I have been ever since the 80s. You know, once I started getting into politics and then I was trying to talk with other kids, and they were looking at me stupid and like, man,
Rachel Maddow is his bitch. That's right.
God. Yes. If Rachel Maddow wasn't a lesbian, oh my God. Let's go. Anyway. And Joy Reid, let's go. But Joy Reid is not lesbian. But anyway, but I listen to all different types of politics so I can stay grounded. But my thing of this is with the gaming aspect of it, right? My fear, it's not a fear, it's just a fact. What gaming journalism has become is ultra situationalization. And what I mean by that is that where there's so many people that want to be shock and awe and that wants to get engagement, they're not just telling you the news and letting the public make their own decisions like they used to. See, I can go and listen to politics on MSNBC or on the Young Turks, or go to Fox News or to Newsmax, or listen to some crazy right-wing a person I know that I'm not going to disagree with, but I'm trying to see if they're going to make a good point to give me hope about how they're trying to direct the people that's listening to them. I can do that because I've been, I've put myself in that position to where I know they ain't going to change how I feel, but I do want to hear the opposite side of something. Journalism is boring. Real journalism is boring. They give you the news and you decide if this is good, bad, or indifferent. Content creation is people who come out here and they tell you something and they want you to agree with them and they want you to like them, so they want you to keep listening. And then you have the gaming media that has been caught in between, that was bringing at one time just straight journalism and let you decide if you like this or not, to now looking at this as a situation as, oh shit, the content creators are running the asylum. So we have to bring as much engagement as possible, because the money that they were earning before, it was okay, so they could still give you the straightaway gaming knowledge. Now it's all about engagement, and you're competing with content creators, and so now they got to over exert their bullshit, and on top of that, they have more money backing them than a lot of these so-called content creators, as myself and others, to where people listen to them and they over exert something. And when we going back to what we just talked about, where Sony is buying or has investments into IGN and things like that, what do you think that they're going to do? You think that they're going to make every Xbox game that may be performing better work for them? I mean, have a review to where they're doing better than the company that owns them? Do you think Digital Foundry, because they work off of engagement, they make their money off of engagement, is going to say every Xbox game or every game on PC works and performs better than PlayStation? Mm-hmm. Because when it comes down to it, PlayStation draws the most attention. It draws the most engagement. But when you look at what a lot of these PlayStation people talk about, it's Xbox in a negative light, so they can go ahead and make you think that Xbox ain't shit. This is case in point. Myself, I can't trust the media anymore. I've seen the switch. And I seen when these people were coming out at one particular time, and I said this yesterday when I did a My Thoughts video, and I said, I knew the take was in when there was these people that was trying to let other gamers know, well, I'm more of a PlayStation fan than you are, and then just rip Xbox One to obscurity, to like it was nothing. What do you think now, while PlayStation owns the rights to these companies? You think that they're going to go ahead and get that review, that you think that game, like Hellblade 2, you think that game is going to get a better review than a PlayStation game that comes out at that time? Absolutely not. Until if Xbox decides to put that game on PlayStation, it will get and it will still get a higher score than what it was on Xbox. Okay, I'm sorry, Viper. Do you agree with me on this concept, or do you have a different take on it?
Okay, I agree with you on this situation. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to expand a little bit more on what you were saying.
All right.
Remember how we keep on getting upset about the Xbox tax, right?
Yeah.
We're going to chalk that up to the influence that Sony has on the media. Because beforehand, we had a bunch of journalists in gaming media that were real journalists, okay? We had so many people that were giving you the news, like you said. And yeah, sometimes the news was boring, but then, they did try to spice it up a little bit, specifically in the gaming media. They tried to spice it up a little bit, make it a little bit of fun, but it was still game journalism. Then, of course, when the content creators came onto YouTube, started making it big, and we started having these gaming channels, yes, they're fighting to get the engagement. Yes, that is true. Then the Xbox tax comes along because majority of the people that are in games journalism they've grown up with PlayStation. And that's all that they know. They don't want to know about anybody else. They do know about other stuff, but they care about their PlayStation. So I'm gonna give you a good example of the Xbox tax right now. Sea of Thieves, Metacritic. Why is the Xbox Sea of Thieves Metacritic and the PC Metacritic 69 and 67 respectively, but then on the PlayStation 5 it's an 83? It's the same damn game. Don't tell me just because it came out in 2017 versus 2024. Don't tell me that, because it came out those different times and you probably got different people reviewing it. Bullshit. It's the same damn game. Yes, there was less content when it was first released, and there's more content now after many years, but it's the same damn game. Explain to me why Hi-Fi Rush, let me go ahead and pull up that, because I was only pulling up Sea of Thieves. But Hi-Fi Rush, I bet you Metacritic on that one is also the same way.
On PlayStation, yeah, it is.
So now, granted, all right, so this is the breakdown: Xbox, PC, PS5, 87, 90, and 88. Still a higher score by 1 point, but still,
yeah,
it goes back to the point of what the hell is going on? Why is it that the gaming media feels that they need to give PlayStation higher scores versus the Xbox? I mean, they're basically the same games. I mean, if I go to Grounded, let's see what Grounded looks like. Xbox 82, PC 83, PS5 85, Nintendo Switch 67. They're all the same game. What the hell is going on? Explain what is going on. PlayStation always, in every single one of those, Sea of Thieves, Grounded, Hi-Fi Rush, PlayStation has a higher score than Xbox. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And then, of course, now Nintendo Switch gets thrown into it. Now they're giving a 67 for Grounded on the Switch. Come on now. Really? Just because the Switch is a little bit underpowered, you're going to give it a 67? And I guarantee you, if Starfield actually does come to PlayStation, like they're probably hinting at, if Starfield does show up on PlayStation, if that thing gets a 90 and then the Xbox version is an 83, now you know something's up. So I can tell you right now, based off of what you said, based off all the stuff that we've been looking at, we know that the fix is in.
Right.
We know that these so-called gaming journalists, they're not unbiased. They are not unbiased. They are biased for PlayStation, and they want to see PlayStation succeed. They want to see everybody else, Nintendo and Xbox, get out of the gaming business, and they want that monopoly.
I just want to say this real quick, is that when there's people that want to push back and say, well, Sea of Thieves came out in 2014, no content, blah, 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 blah. Okay, all you got to do is look at a game like Sifu, wait for what the rating for Kena will be on the Xbox, and also for a game like Nier Automata. All those games were less than the PlayStation version. All those games had less or even. I would beg to differ for any of them that had a higher score.
You can look at MLB The Show right now. Look at MLB The Show. That's an example right there.
Talk. But go ahead, Viper. If you are, were you
done?
done?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and look up at Nier Automata.
Yeah. And then after that, Sir X-Man, you're next. I'll be right back.
It shows a 90 on Xbox, but that's the Become as Gods edition. Let me see about PlayStation here real quick, because I know that they had a higher score. So let's see. Nier, yep, 91. 91 on PlayStation, but 83 on Xbox. So what's going on?
Can you pull up MLB The Show? He said I was next after you. I just wanted to ask that question.
Oh, sure. Let me pull that up.
Since you're in there right now.
Yeah. 24, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go ahead. MLB The Show 24. So view all platforms. PlayStation 80. Xbox 79.
What the fuck? It's the same damn game, and it's a baseball game with the same graphics.
Exactly. 80 versus 79. And the PlayStation has 32 people reviewing it, and Xbox only got 4 people reviewing it. So you tell me what the hell's going on there. You got more people reviewing a PlayStation game than they are reviewing an Xbox game. They're still getting a higher score. So what's up?
Real quick, here's the sad part about that. More people buy the baseball than they do on the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. So
I don't know. It's all bullshit, dude. I don't even care what these people do anymore. The old critics that I used to like are gone.
Yeah.
They're not here anymore.
Old game.
I don't care.
Last point. Look at Hellblade. Just look at Hellblade. And then
look at
Hellblade. Look at the rating for Hellblade, and then to see what the ratings for Hellblade is. That might have
PC and PlayStation. I get you.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Listen, that
all right,
might.
here we go.
Okay.
So this one may be a different thing. This is
I'm gonna say that might be different.
But here we go. 71 people rated the PlayStation version, PlayStation 4 at 81. The PC, there was 25 critic reviews, but it was at 83. Now here's the kicker. Xbox has 18 reviews, but it was at 88. Nintendo Switch has 18 reviews, and that was at an 80.
Okay.
What game is this?
Hellblade.
Yeah, I just need to go.
Oh, the original?
Yeah, the original Hellblade.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it takes 1 or 2 games compared to what other games. And that's because they're just going back to my argument of when you look at a game that just comes out on PlayStation first, and then Xbox gets the game later, like Nier Automata, that gets a more enhanced version, and it's still it still doesn't score well. But
right, no,
because that's what I'm saying. Like there's an exception to the rule, but it's very rare. That's the whole point
very
I was trying to
rare.
make. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So Sir X-Man, were you done, or do I need to go on, move on to him, or where you at? Or do you got something to say?
No, I just wanted to throw pretty much the NBA the show. I mean, MLB the show.
Mhm.
I mean, we all know it's there. We know it's all been like that since they changed over with social media and all that. You know, and when IGM started to become a Sony dicks, sorry, they didn't used to be like that.
Mhm.
You know, when all the gaming magazines disappeared and you couldn't get true opinions. GamePro was a little biased sometimes, but at least they were mostly fair. You know, sometimes. You know, it's gone. YouTube has corrupted, I'm sorry, the media. I mean, it's just the way it is now. That's why I don't pay attention to it. I listen to my friends and the people in my community. And if my friends that have a game on PlayStation say they like it, then I'll believe them more than I'll believe anybody else. That's how I am. All right, I'm done.
Wait, and to answer Mike Johnson in the chat, just because more people have a PlayStation, that doesn't mean that you gotta suck up to them.
Right.
Be
They
honest.
don't buy the games anyway.
Listen.
I understand, but be honest.
Yeah, well, to counteract that and then go to him, like there ain't no need to keep going with it. To counteract that, those same people that were out there that got a hold of Final Fantasy Rebirth, they gave it a 10. And PlayStation gamers themselves, just look at the user numbers.
Yeah,
it's awful. Well, not awful, but it's not a 10. So anyway, Ham Solo, your thoughts
I
about
heard
this, man?
that game was buggy and it was kicking people out, and they had to do a lot of restarts on that damn game. How'd that game a 10? Just like Spider-Man did the same thing. I'm sorry. I was venting. I'm gonna shut up, dude. I'm sorry. That's
all right. Ham Solo, your thoughts about this situation with the media? Like, I mean, there's to me, I feel that there's a lot of trust issues. Do you feel that that journalism is just completely gone to the wayside and gone away with the dirtle bird, or do you feel like there's still hope?
The way that journalism kind of is started outside of gaming. Gaming is just a piece of what journalism really kind of is nowadays. And it's, I mean, you watch your Fox News, you watch any of this stuff that says they're news. It's not news. It's usually a bunch of opinion pieces, which isn't really telling us anything. It's just giving us situations and things to think about within those situations if they were to happen. You go to ESPN, the biggest shows and longest, and the ones that seem to have probably the highest ratings are the ones where people are just sitting around telling you what they think, but not exactly giving you any sort of facts or anything like that. So, I mean, in my opinion, news, as K Mega said earlier, news isn't supposed to be entertaining. It's not.
Nope.
It's not supposed to be entertaining at all, unless it's news that something new is being brought to the market or something like that. Then it's exciting because it's like if news of a PlayStation 6 or the Xbox handheld or the new Xbox or Nintendo thing or 50 or 5,000 series, like that's like the only time that news should really be exciting, other than like a ceasefire of like war or something like that, right? Like to me, that's like the only time news can be exciting. But like as for like you getting like your feels about something based off of some news, a lot of the time it's pretty disingenuous or kind of skewed in one direction or another. And it's okay to be that way as long as you let it be known. Hey, I mean, like the one thing, I mean, not a lot of people like Skip Bayless and stuff like that, right? But he'll tell you straight up, I'm a Cowboys fan. So guess what? Anytime he's talking about the Cowboys, he's probably on some bullshit.
Because
it's his favorite squad. And he's talking about them.
Dick Rider
right now. But I would be more. I'd be more willing and be more more like happy to listen to him talk about the Falcons because he has no stake in that game. You see what I'm saying? Like the Falcons doesn't bother him unless that's who they're playing, that week or something like that. So you're not going to get any BS out of him from something like that. But like, especially when it comes to like platforms and them having the same game and stuff like that. I mean, I'd be crazy to say, oh man, like I'm not going to like or want to play the Xbox version of Fallout 4 more than the PlayStation version. I do. That's me. Because I'm because I'm more on the Xbox side or whatnot. But at the same time, you could still be biased and still have the news, but it shouldn't be tailored in any sort of way. It should just, this is what it is. This is the issue at hand. On to the next subject. We don't need to sit and talk about the subject at all because that's what the news is. It's just telling you what it is. This has this specs. This has FSR. 60 FPS. VRR mode does 40. That's news. Saying, oh my goodness, well, this looks a little bit, cooler over here, or I like the way the DualSense feels in this game. It's like, all right, well, now we're getting into opinions. Right. Because I mean, you like the Rumble on that better than something else. I mean, I could be totally feeling a totally different way about, oh, I like the Xbox, the Elite Rumble or something better or whatever. Like now we're kind of getting into semantics. So like, I feel like, and I'm gonna try to keep this brief. I feel like news has just kind of been dead in the water for a long time because they're outside of their element. They're not in their lane, right? Yeah. They're like news can 100% survive. What was that game TV show or like game network?
G4.
G4 could 100% survive.
Yeah, G4 could have survived.
Like stuff like that has a space, but when you're trying to be something that somebody else is doing better than you, you're probably gonna fail. Like you got to bring something to the table that nobody has right now. What's something that nobody sees or anything? I tell you what, bringing in some female or male onto G4 and having them disagree with everybody on the panel and creating a ruckus and whatnot. At any time of day, I can turn that on to YouTube. Like I don't have to go to G4 to see fuckery like that. But it would have been nice to go there and like there's just like an hour segment of just constant like news about new games and just like interviews with developers. Like I don't understand how you don't survive off of stuff like that.
Right. Well, because the content creators will tell their listeners that is boring and that is not, and that's not how we should be listening to getting our content, our gaming content anymore.
Wait,
but fuck that. Like I said earlier, okay, Maggie, like people love to do that. People love to just talk. Oh yeah. But at the end of the day, nobody has control over another person. Right. That person's making the decision based on what they find best. Right? So how is it that there's all these different how is it that there's all these different YouTube channels of like weather and whatnot, but your local news station is still in business? You know why? Because they stayed in their goddamn lane.
Right.
And they didn't tell you, I think traditionally, it's colder up in Nebraska more than it is up in Iowa. Nebraska be on that bullshit all the time, like they don't be doing that dumb shit.
Right.
They don't be talking about that. They just say, this is what happened the prior so many years, and this is what we're looking at for possibly tomorrow. Tune back in for for the next update of what is going on in your neighborhood or a neighborhood near you or whatnot. And it's trusted because you know exactly what you're going to get every time. You're not going to get somebody that skews one way or skews another way. It's just what it is, right? Just like when the local news goes to a random bar or a random place, they're bringing you the fact of the matter. Hey, this place has been in business since 1905 and they've been slinging burgers this goddamn long, and it's a good place because people come here. That's not an opinion.
Yep.
That's just the reality of what it is. So if there was like a G4 that was still around and it had a Todd Howard come on, it had a Phil Spencer come on, it had some Sony execs, Herman Holst, come on there or something like that, and they just had a regular conversation without trying to spin anything.
Yes.
They could survive perfectly fine, but everybody wants to be cool. Cool is fucking up society.
Yep.
Because it doesn't really have a definition. There's no such thing as being there's no such thing as being cool, because what was cool yesterday is shit today. And what was shit yesterday is dope today. So it's just like all we can do is provide the reality of the situations. At least when it comes to news. In news, all you can do is provide the reality of the situation and move on. But all these people, they want to stick around on the same subject until they siphon as much money as possible out of it. But the thing is other people are doing it better.
Yeah.
With less production.
Yes.
So it's just it's embarrassing, kind of, in my opinion. Just like in like when I look at it, like, because I'm not looking at it like closed minded. I'm looking at it outside of gaming. I'm looking at it like in a peer like society kind of like way of like looking at things. Like you look at not just gaming, but you look at like the NBA, you look at the NFL, you look at the governments, you look at your own state and city government and stuff like that. And it's just like, what is the topic? What's the hot topic on hand? It's usually some bullshit. No one's talking about what really matters. No one's taking care of what we're talking about overseas people needing some help and water, and look at Flint, Michigan. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's just like, like what are we doing? Like, the fact of the matter is we have our own issues, and I'm saying, yeah, their issues are just as important, but I mean, if we can't take care of ourselves, how the hell are we going to take care of somebody else?
Right. Yeah. No.
But
yeah, I'm getting off topic a little bit, but you see what I'm saying.
Oh no.
That's all I got to say, bro.
No.
If y'all remember, they always said sex sells, or if it bleeds, then it breathes, or something like that. Whatever type of saying they said in order to make the news sell faster. That's what they want. They want the sensationalism. They don't care about the actual news anymore. It's all about we need you engaged in us.
But you're talking about the gaming aspect. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
it's not news, it's entertainment.
Yeah, it's all entertainment now.
Thank you.
It's WWE now. It's not. It's one thing to me. It's and I have to throw this political jab. Just one. You can go ahead and you can be all upset and you can and be mad about what's going on with the Palestinians. I don't like it either. I hate that what's going on in Gaza. I hate it. I don't like seeing what Netanyahu is doing to those people. But I guarantee you, when you're over here trying to talk about, well, I'm not going to go vote for Biden, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to sit it out. The last time that you sit out when you didn't go vote for Hillary Clinton, you know what happened to your asses? You lost less freedoms. I'm just being real with it. So you can sit your ass out again, and do you think that Trump, when he gets in, that he's going to give a damn about Gaza Strip, about the Gaza Strip? Nah. He going to let Netanyahu go way off. So that's my only political jab. So you better start thinking. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We can see.
You got a political jab. I want to throw one.
No, because we got to get ready to get out of here. We got one more topic. He
gonna tell Putin, go ahead and take that country. I'm done.
You talking about Ukraine. So anyway, regardless,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But no, I'm just saying, like, and that's just kind of the same thing that's going on with the gaming media to me, is that we have allowed people to tell you, and Ham, I will even go a little bit further with this and saying, every content creator has to be right. There's very few people they'll tell you, damn, my bad, it's my fault. You know what? I was wrong on that one. It used to be that way, not anymore. My way is right. It doesn't matter. They will. You could say, Ham, you know this. Everybody on this panel know this. People that's listening to this tonight, and they will listen to this later. You all know. You have listened to podcasters, content creators that's come out here and that have told you something and have been absolutely wrong, and then try to turn face and make it seem like, nah, you wrong. I'm still right. It's the craziest shit. Husky.
You mean they gaslight you?
Yeah, you're right. They're gaslighting the shit out of you, and that's what. And like content creation is beautiful as it is, but until people will actually give out proper news, like, look, we're here to give you our truths. It's ours. It's K Mega's truth. It's Ham's truth. It's this person's truth. It's Eric's man. It's everybody else on this panel. You listen to what they did, but what a lot of these content creators do today is that, like, oh, no. It's our truth, but it's your truth too, because you listen to me and you support me. It's not because you have an opinion. It's because you listen to me, so therefore you know that I'm right, so therefore you have to follow. That's why you're following me. That's where the crazy shit is. It's not like, well, you can't, like MJ, like Joanna Dark. You can't sit here and think like Yobi, Vic. You can't sit here and think on your own. I'll think for you. That's the problem. And the gaming media has turned into that type of bullshit, and it's disgusting to me because I don't need you to tell me I need to think like you. I just need you to give me the goddamn news. What do you think about this, Husky? What's your thoughts?
I agree. I agree with what everybody's been saying, man. Listen, I don't really listen to a lot of. I don't really listen to music like I used to. Most of my time now in the car is spent listening to podcasts and things of that nature. So when I listen to some of everybody, from IGN to just just random folks. And the other day, sat and listened to in last week's episode and this week's episode, sat and listened to some people on IGN defend why or come up with reasons why Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was not selling well. I've never heard of just you're defending. Oh well, maybe it's the name. Maybe people are confused on the name, or maybe they just this. Like then I see. Look, listen. Then on top of that, Stellar Blade came out. Stellar Blade came out to a 7. Mm-hmm. Starfield got a 7. But every time somebody from IGN reported on it or talked about it or whatever, oh, this game, this is just all negativity. But Stellar Blade comes out, oh, this is an amazing game. This is that. Like, I'm barely hearing anything negative coming from. This got the same score as Starfield. Y'all got the same game, the same score, but somehow, some way, this game is so much better than it doesn't lack anything. Oh, it just doesn't have like, and it's so hard because, listen, as somebody who I enjoy playing games, I enjoy talking about games, I enjoy discussing games, and I respect the fact that everyone's opinion about a game is going to be different from mine, maybe different from mine. You may not like a game. Like, I love Tales of Conzero's out. I listened to Kinda Funny today. They were two of the people that played it didn't like it. Okay, that's you. I think the game is amazing. And that's my experience, that's my truth. And I get you have a different point, and that's fine. You can have that. But games media nowadays is like Ham's been saying. They may give you some news, but behind or with that news, everything else is gonna be how they feel, and they're gonna push that on you. They're gonna push that towards, oh well, like you said, I feel this way, so you're listening to me, so you should feel this way too. Like even my TikToks, when I do my gaming news and updates, I give you the news, And then if I have something to add behind that, I'll come and say, well, I feel like this, and this, or this is my opinion on it. That doesn't have to be your opinion. Like, you're free to think and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, like speaking of, when you just said, like you said, people, instead of admitting they're wrong, they'll deduce. Like, I've seen so many people when the whole thing of if Xbox is going third party,
right?
You had so many people on Twitter, on X, or whatever you want to call it. Oh my
God, it was that was the worst
people
thing
went
in my
out,
life in gaming. To me personally,
people went out.
Situation. Mm-hmm.
Yes, people went out and traded in their Series X's or whatever the case may be, off of just the strength of the word, or strength off just words. No confirmation, no nothing. Off just words that were heard or spread around. You're gonna jump on and go turn your Xbox in because of something that's going around on the internet. Like, and then when it happened, and then Phil them came out, Phil, Sarah, and all them came out and said what they said. Oh well, it's gonna happen eventually. It's like, right. You wasn't man enough to say, you know what? I made a mistake. I shouldn't have did that. I moved too fast. Like, it's just crazy nowadays, man. And it's like, folks, a lot of gaming media, whether it be content creators, whether it be the media, whether it be people on Twitter. It's hard and it's rare to see someone who thinks for themselves and doesn't just go with the crowd. That doesn't just go with the wave, man. Oh, well, this is happening. Well, you know what? They're right. This is such and such and such. Oh, when they're right. Like, nobody wants to stand on their own 2 feet. Nobody wants to like I said, deliver the news, whether it gets you those clicks or views or not. Everybody's trying their best to get on or to be put in the light. So it's like, I got to go along with what's being said. I got to go along with what this person said, so I can get people to come check me out. I got to go along with that so I can agree with this. Or maybe I'll say something out of left field so people can jump in and do this such and such. I'm trying to get this click, this view, so I can get this or whatever. And it's like a lot of the news, whether it be from gaming to, like you said, politics, a lot of it's disingenuous and it's horrible. So it's hard to, like Sir X-Men was saying. I have my cousin. He's a big PlayStation guy, but he plays just about everything that comes out. I trust him before I trust something out here in this media where somebody's saying, "Oh, this game is good." Hey, how was the game? He's gonna tell me the facts. He's gonna tell me if I would like the game. This might be something you might want to play, or this might, this is a good game, but I don't think you'll like it. This ain't something you normally would play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that, but you don't get that nowadays, man. You won't get that. And like I said, the Xbox tax is real. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh, yeah.
You can't make me think anything different from what I've seen and experienced with my own 2 eyes. Well, four. Like, listen. I've seen with these 4 eyes. I've heard with these ears. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? So it's there. No matter what you guys say, no matter what people say, or however you try to defend it, flip it, turn it, smack it, flip it, rub it down, all that good stuff.
Shit,
is there.
No.
Listen, it's there, man. It's there. But in my 2 cents, like I said, games media nowadays is just it's disingenuous, and everybody's out to try to just get that next click or whatever to bring people in so you can generate your views and likes or whatever the case may be, interactions. So.
No doubt. You know what? The one thing that I will never be afraid of, and I always compliment that anybody that's been on this podcast, past and present, is that I will never allow the person to be an ass kisser on this podcast, because I will call you out. I mean, don't be kissing my ass just because I'm a host. And that's what I go for. I want people to challenge me, because if they feel adamant that I am not right, and they feel that, look, I can give you an explanation to prove that what your stance is not proper, I recommend that, because that's what proper journalism is supposed to be. It's to where we can sit here and we can have debates about, oh man, this game was good, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. And then, like, okay, so point, this game is playing right now. I love the shit out of out of Suicide Squad. I think this game is absolutely fun. I might have the majority of people on this panel tell me that, nah, man, I wasn't feeling it. That's great, but let's have a discussion so the listeners can make a decision on their own to say, you know what, I might spend this money when it's on sale, or hell, I'm so bought in that I'm going to buy it, or that next person we say, man, I ain't fucking with it. That's what it's about to be in this space, in my opinion, and that's what I came here for, and that's what it should be always. It should be always, it's dangerous. It breaks my heart to see engagement is more of a of what the gaming media has become. Like, listen, all you got to do when you sit there and you bring up stuff about Digital Foundry, that's great and all, right? I met I forget the guy with the glasses. He seems like a very nice guy, right?
Richard Ledbetter.
Yeah. We were right there. We were talking to him. He's a really nice.
Was
guy.
he young or old?
No, he's the young guy. He's a young guy.
Oh, John Linneman.
Yeah, John
Linneman.
Yeah, I talked to John.
Yeah, I did an interview with him a while back. He's cool.
Yeah, I talked to him personally at the Bethesda thing at E3. Yeah, he's a really cool guy. He was a little nervous at first because you could tell he's kind of like in his own little lane, but we were talking to him, having a good time, right? Like, so I want that, but it is clear as day that they pick and choose what games they want to sit here and let you know what is, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's clear as day. Like, it's not like they're going to sit here and they're going to show Sandland, a game that's not going to really sell and be a blockbuster hit, and tell you which console does it better. They're going to talk about certain aspects of games which gives that engagement, and it's so sad because the talents that these people bring to the gaming space, it's altered because of the money aspect of it, and that's what's it's so diluted.
Well, case in point, K Mega. If you see the latest Digital Foundry video about the Fallout update, now why is it because Microsoft has a bug and they don't have 4K 30 with the graphical quality? They always are at 4K 60. I thought Digital Foundry always loved the 60 FPS. They always love playing in 60 FPS, but then PlayStation got the actual 4K 30 and the 4K 60 mode, and they also got the 1440p 40 mode. And so you're saying, oh, that's okay, but because the Xbox is always at 60 frames and you can play it at 60 frames no matter what, there's a problem? Come on now.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I got 5%. Somebody just got something real quick. How did I didn't get the chance to see it. How did IGN do with like after and during the Xbox AAA indie thing?
I didn't watch it
because I was curious. I haven't heard.
Watch it.
I haven't heard anybody.
I didn't really watch. I saw some of it, and I watched some of the games, and kind of that was it. And just to what Servi, I think that's how you pronounce it, in the chat was saying, like Damon Hatfield was the one that was hosting, and yeah, I agree. Damon, I really don't think Damon likes Xbox at all, man. Like when I tell you,
wow, they were whipping it that badly.
Yep. I don't know. I'm just like I said once again. I didn't watch the Xbox Indie Showcase, but I know what Damon hosted it, and like I said once again, I've listened to episodes of Game Scoop. Damon is not a big Xbox guy, no matter what he says. Like you just from the clip when him and Destin was whatever it was, he was like, well, they are losing players, and it's like it's a single player game, like that happens, Like it's like, bro, really, your disdain for this console is like is showing, right? Like, bro, like, and it's clear that he doesn't like any like Xbox or stuff to do. Like, and I'm like, why is he hosting this? When I turned it on, I saw him. Why is Damon here?
Because Damon is the head guy. He's like that. He's the head guy. That's the so-called face of the media, the video side. He's the face of it. So he's the head guy. And so that's the reason why he's there. But I
don't pay
like
attention
you said.
to it. Yeah. Like, listen, the Redfall thing. Redfall deserved to get cooked. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
But that gameplay.
It was a good gameplay.
It was awful. It was awful. They seemed to got the most incoherent player to play this game to show you how bad Redfall was. Because I played Redfall. I put a lot of hours into Redfall. Everybody damn near on this panel, I'm sure, had put into time, and we like it, we love it, or we hate it, right? On this panel.
I loved it.
But the fact of it is that every last one of these people on this panel can play that game better than what they were advertising at IGN. And I
because
do agree
they can't play games.
Well, not everybody, but it's just like they pinpoint. It's just it's gross to me. Anyway, all right, let's get out of here. We got one more.
Kind of like the IGN guy that played. Kind of like the IGN guy that played Cuphead, right?
Yeah, right, he couldn't get past the tutorial in Cuphead.
Right.
What the hell?
And why do you think PlayStation keeps on adding these or bringing up patents about? You got a skip mode, or you got an easy mode, or you got just you just go through a walkthrough mode, bro. It's come on now, listen. That's where gamers need to fight and protest to that type of shit, because if you keep on trying to placate so you can go ahead and get your rating, so you can go ahead and get the extra bag, or for thinking that you're going to get extra sales because of it, you're doing a detriment to the gamers themselves who actually play.
Yeah, but then they got mad when Dark Souls got an easy mode, right?
Dark Souls don't have an easy mode, so
they made an easier mode and a remake version.
Elden Ring doesn't. So anyway, let's go to the last topic. Okay, Xbox Showcase and Call of Duty Direct in June is it June 9th. Your predictions. This is just something that we can leave out here. People in the chat, please let us know what your predictions are. And let's go to Sir X-Man first. Your predictions of what we're going to see. This isn't about what we know. This is just what you think that's going to be there at the event. And if you want to take some slides at Xbox to say, well, all those games are going to PlayStation, then you have your right to say that, sucker.
I don't care about that. If they do it, they do it. They're a big boy company. They know what they're doing and stuff like that. That's all I'm gonna say, dude. That shit don't bother me. I've played every game system in the world, so I don't be caring, man. But I think they're gonna do good. They're gonna surprise people. They really are gonna surprise some folks, dude, and piss some more people off.
So what's the surprises are they gonna be?
This game.
What surprises are going to be? Come on.
I'm going to give it right now until I see it. I'm going to be. I'm going to say it's going to be
going.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? When Viper go for 45 damn minutes. Shut up,
man. Come on, man. Well, give us something, man. You over here talking in riddles and shit. You ain't the Riddler. You know what I'm saying? Get your old ass.
Yeah, but you the Joker.
I will be the Joker. Yes, I will be. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, but for real though, I think Xbox is gonna surprise a lot of people, and they're probably gonna announce some games that are coming out next year, and games that are scheduled for 2026 and towards the beginning of 26. Just a surprise. I think we're going to see Perfect Dark finally. We already suspect Gears. I'm not going to believe what nobody says until it really comes out. That's why I say suspect Gears. I don't see no games coming to the other side. These are all Xbox first parties, and they know for them to keep their fan base and to keep their loyalty, they know they got to keep that stuff in-house. There's no way around it. So, I'm looking for the good stuff, and I hope Xbox actually does show the new Tomb Raider and shock the world with it. I know it's not going to be exclusive, but to them to have the rights for it, awesome. I believe that they have a lot of games that we don't know about that's been talking about for years that could come back. And the thing, I'm still waiting for Mecha. I'm still waiting for Mecha. I think some of the games from Sega will probably come. That's supposed to be released will come to Game Pass. Everybody else will just have to buy it. So I think that's coming. Because Sega and Microsoft cool like that. I'm just looking for the improvement, and don't mess up the infrastructure by changing things so fast, and they go to the point where they're gonna slow things down. Now, I do think that they probably will surprise people and shock the world and piss people off because Xbox can do it, and they have backwards compatibility. Every Call of Duty in Game Pass starting today, because Sony doesn't have backwards compatibility. So guess who's able to do it? Us. So watch the world burn after that. You know what I'm saying? Watch it burn. But that's about it. I'm just expecting some good surprises, some stuff they've been talking about for a while that people forgot about. And what's that? Oh, one more. And that game, I think it's going to be a surprise. What was that game made by Obsidian? They had to come out to both consoles.
Oh, are you talking about Outer
And
Worlds?
they were
Outer Worlds.
Yeah, Outer Worlds. Yeah. I think Outer Worlds 2 will be announced for the first quarter of January 25. I mean, in 25. That's what I think is going to happen. All right, I'm done. You guys can roll. I'm going to mute myself now.
All right. Okay. Viper, predictions. What you got? What you think that Xbox is going to present?
Well, obviously, they're going to present Avowed that's coming this year. Mm-hmm. They're going to show some more of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to shadow drop Flight Simulator 2024 the same day as the show. Mm-hmm. Because they already got Flight Simulator in Game Pass. So if they shadow drop that one into Game Pass same day.
Damn, I just bought the Ultimate Edition of Flight Simulator. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, but the Flight Simulator 2024, I think they're going to shadow drop that. They're going to probably show more of Towerborn. They have so much that they don't know what they can actually show or if they can show it because it's just so much. And they've even said they have a problem. They need to spread stuff out. And so honestly, with ABK, Bethesda, Xbox Game Studios, they don't need any third-party companies coming into their showcase and showing off their games because they've got over 34 studios. Actually, they just lost one. Never mind. 33 studios. So basically, I think of course they're gonna show Stalker 2 as well. We may get a tease for Gears 6, but I think the Gears collection or the Marcus Phoenix collection may be something that they show off and say, hey, we're releasing this probably 1 month before they release Call of Duty. And then this one that I'm thinking of that may be outside the realm of possibility, but they may, hopefully, they please let them have it, but they get the marketing for Grand Theft Auto.
Oh man, well now we talking. Somebody out here threw something that wasn't safe that they can get cooked by. Wow, that would be.
Yeah, I'll get.
That
cooked,
would be massive.
I want them to please have the marketing for Grand Theft Auto 6, please.
Wait, okay. That was your mic drop moment, right? Okay, all right. Yeah, man.
Hey, Viper, just say no to them drugs you on right now.
Hey, come on, man. I got some good muscle relaxers, damn it.
You played safe, Sir X-Man, and you didn't say too much of anything. except Tomb Raider, sucker. Let that man cook.
I didn't have really too much to say. I like to see it,
You
more
said
than
you was gonna stay on mute.
speculate. Let me get a week until the show plays. Then we talk about it. Damn it, let the week cook for
No. I said this is the word prediction mean you throw it out there. You take a chance, sucker. So if you're right, you get your flowers. If you're wrong, then you get cooked. Hey, my man.
All right, Microsoft. God damn it, I was trying to keep it under my breath, but Microsoft, damn it.
Okay, you said you was gonna mute yourself, so it don't count now.
I was until that Grand Theft Auto shit.
All right, man. Let's go, Husky. Your predictions, man. What you got, man? Hey, man. My man Viper came with it, man. He said,
he did. He
did. What you got? You got something that you gonna get cooked, or you know what I'm saying? You winning?
I get cooked. I might get cooked.
Right.
Get cooked a little bit, but
let's go.
I will say I agree. We're gonna get I agree with Viper on the Gears of War. We'll get a Marcus Phoenix collection. They get listen. Like, it's people that's clamoring for that game. People that's clamoring for that. Like, go ahead and give us that for instead of that way you give us a Marcus Phoenix collection. That'll give you a little bit more time for Gear 6 to come out. You know what I'm saying? You can say Gear 6, and I believe we're gonna get shown some Gear 6, maybe a release date of next year. I'm gonna push that out. Also next year, what I'm saying for the showcase, we're gonna get some Fable gameplay. We'll go some Fable gameplay, and we're gonna get a release for Fable. Maybe that's gonna be I'm assuming if it's not the first quarter game, it's gonna be the September, October game that they're gonna drop next year. I'm gonna get a release date. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get a fall 2025 or something like that.
Okay.
We're trying to see maybe some I don't know, no release date, but I'm hoping we get some more footage of South of Midnight.
Let's go. So talk to me.
One of underrated games. I know this studio's been having a hard time off and on, but we get some news, some information on State of Decay 3. Like I need that. I need that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm not saying a release date. I'm not saying
I'm willing to play that with you, gentlemen. When State of Decay 3, because I did like State of Decay 2, but a lot of people we played a little bit and they dropped off. I need a crew to jump in with. So I hope you guys are with me to join to play that. Okay.
I'll jump in.
Cool. I'm with you on that. So hopefully we get some information on State of Decay 3. Like I said, maybe not if it's not a release date, just show us it's still being worked on, and they're it's coming or whatever. I was gonna. Look, I don't know about the Grand Theft Auto thing. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Let him have that one.
I'm trying to think. Of course, we're gonna see some more stuff for the indie game. Indiana Jones. We're gonna get some indie stuff. And I'm trying to think what else. Maybe. No, I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're gonna see a new Doom game.
Yeah. They said Doom Year Zero is one of the games.
Okay. Well, yeah. So yeah. So I'm assuming Doom. And I'm trying to think just what else.
Banjo remake.
Who?
Banjo remake.
Listen, I doubt. You know what? You never know, but I doubt it. I just don't see Banjo. But
I got one for you, my friend.
You
I got
said
one
you
for
was
you.
muting yourself.
Listen, I think that's all I can think of, because I don't see anything else. Because listen, you don't want to show anything that's that's too far out. Especially when you got good games like that that should be coming out next year. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm pretty sure we may see something from maybe more information about the Starfield DLC. But like when you got Fable, I'm pretty sure like Gear 6, they're working on that. Like that should be coming out next year. Like I said, you got Gear 6, you got Fable. Maybe if you want to put in, you don't think next year?
Nope, because I think what they're going to do with Gear 6, since it's Unreal Engine 5, they want to make that 4K 60 if possible. So that's probably going to be on next gen. So 2026, when the new system release.
Okay.
And don't forget, they're also going to do a portable this year too.
Yeah. So we may see something about a new system, or maybe a display of how the new system was going to look as far as the portable. But I'm definitely I'm putting my money on Fable gameplay and a release date for Fable and Marcus Phoenix collection later on this year to drop. But yeah, that's mine. So
all right. You got I commend
just a
you.
little bit.
You keep cutting out.
Sir X-Man tried to get safe, and no, you ain't gonna come back in here and say, "Well, I'm thinking about this now, sucker." You already said what you had to say.
Titanfall 3 exclusive on Xbox again, coming home.
They ain't making no Titanfall 3
shit.
Actually,
okay.
Titanfall 3 is in development. It is.
No, it's not. They said they're not in development with that game.
We'll find out. We'll cook you.
I'll believe it when I see it.
We'll put the apple.
They actually got a Titanfall movie coming. They got a Titanfall, a movie that's not named Titanfall. Titanfall movie coming out called Atlas with Jennifer Lopez on Netflix at the end of this month.
I saw that.
I saw the trailer. I said it looks good. I said this is Titanfall.
That's Titanfall. That's it. That's Titanfall with Jennifer Lopez. That's absolutely right.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
It looked good too.
Dig on your yams right there, K-Mega.
Yeah. My wife will approve because she thinks that Jennifer Lopez is absolutely stupendous. I want her to get on that Selma Hayek train, but we'll
listen. Let me say something. I know I might get a little hate for this. Jennifer Lopez is just okay. If from where I come from, women out here with butts that are bigger than that, like on a regular basis, like
with no implants,
It ain't saying she got that, but it's like
implants. For 54.
But they made it. I remember the big hoopla about Jennifer Lopez's butt, and you see it, it's like that's a regular butt. That's a regular butt.
Don't forget what they were talking about Kim Kardashian's butt too. So yeah.
Oh, now before she went crazy with the BBL, she did have some ass now. Now, you know what I'm saying? That Ray J video proved a lot. I was impressed. So anyway, let's not go there. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. All right.
You always go there. What are you talking about, K-Mega?
I'm just saying.
Solo, you're next.
Okay, Hem Solo. Go ahead. Let's risk it all. What you gonna tell us? What is Xbox going to present June 9th? Come on now. Give us something that we're gonna cook you for.
Yeah, it's mighty possible.
Let's go.
I mean, because I'm thinking, finally we get to see maybe what State of Decay 3 looks like.
All right. Let's go.
I'm right there with you guys with like Fable. That sounds great. Perfect Dark sounds great.
Yeah.
I definitely like to finally see a legit trailer for Contraband.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Haven't heard anything again about that game since they initially announced it.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Of course, South of Midnight. It'd be cool to see the City game you guys were just talking about at Outer Worlds too. Man, but and then obviously Call of Duty with all its games. I'd like to see what else they have in store with backwards compatibility.
Talk about it. Let's go.
But lastly, I mean, well, let's see. How messy do I want to get?
Get
messy.
This is messy until you go on Podcast Sunday. Come on, let's go. This is going into the weekend.
Get messy like Lionel or Lionel.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Get messy.
Kendrick Underground said, "Ham, do what you like."
Wu-Tang.
What would be wild is if Activision announced a new Deadpool game.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Deadpool and or Transformers.
Oh.
Boom. That's it right there.
Oh my God.
That's it
Okay.
right there.
All right.
And
He got
but
it.
okay, I think I stepped in enough. Enough.
No. Step in some more. Come
Yeah.
on. I love it.
Yes.
Some more.
That
I'm
will
definitely-
rock.
Bringing back Vigilante 8. No, I'm just
Oh.
No, nobody could fuck with that if they did that. No,
You
no
don't pump
other
me
show
up,
could fuck
Ham.
with that.
You don't pump me
Oh,
up,
man.
Don't
man.
do that. Don't do that.
I mean, I would personally lose it if they brought back a true crime.
Oh.
See,
that
come
would-
on now. Come on now.
That would be
Listen.
buck wild.
Come
But
on Come on now.
but I'm gonna get back grounded now because
All
we got to get up out of here.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
But the last thing I'm gonna end on is right here.
Woo! The Woo! Wu-Tang,
Yes, sir.
baby. Wu-Tang.
Yes, I've been
go.
waiting to see what this so-called game is about.
Mhm.
So yes, that's where I'm gonna end it. I'd love to see the Wu-Tang game finally get announced.
Let's go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right. Now, okay, it's my
And
turn.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
It's my turn, and I will do
Jackson
this.
just throwing flags now.
Yeah, he just throwing flags. He's just being disrespectful. Okay, so I'm not going to show. This is not coming back, but I just want to show you. There's a reason to my madness, and I wish people would pay attention to Uncle K Mega, Cousin K Mega, Brother K Mega, Jackass K Mega, whichever you want to call me.
Jackass.
Thank you for the Jackass. Appreciate it. Okay, you see this game right here, right?
No.
I can't see nothing.
Okay.
No,
It's
can't
still
really
in this
see.
wrapper. This is still Battalion, right? Okay. This is not coming
I
back.
thought that was Connected Ventures.
Well, no. It's still Battalion. You know what I'm saying? It's still in the wrapper. But the reason why I say that is because Xbox is going to be implementing more games into the backwards compatibility. And this game right here, I don't know if you can see it.
Ultimate
Marvel
Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance?
I just said that.
You did not say that. You
He
did.
Say it.
I said
After
Yeah.
he
I've
said
always
it,
said
but
Ultimate Alliance.
I did not pay attention to him after he said he was going to mute himself. So whatever he said after that, I didn't listen to. So that's null and void. You can't sit here and start saying that you quiet, and then you're going to say so anyway.
I've actually
Okay.
been nice tonight, actually,
All right,
if you think
all right.
about it.
Yes,
Another
it
game
was.
that's not going to be exclusive, but it will get announced at one of these shows. But I'm thinking maybe because of the backwards compatibility, is a game like this.
Fight Night.
Let's go.
Okay.
Fight Night's coming back, ladies and gentlemen, and it will be announced, and I think it will be at the Xbox show. Another game that I definitely think that is going to rock the nation of gamers that's going to come back. Rise, Son of Rome, or it's going to be Rise.
I hope.
Rise is
I
coming.
hope.
Let's
back.
go.
Rise is
I
coming.
hope.
Get ready for it.
Listen.
Get ready
Listen,
for it.
I
Get ready for
listen. I they can take my money. I'll pay them that day if Rise come back.
Yeah.
With a,
Yeah.
we get
Okay, Maggie, you think they're gonna pick up Crytek, bro?
No, they're just going to work. They've just finally worked it out with Crytek, and they're going to make it. And they're making Rise, and that Rise might be a multi-plat, but it is going to be Game
What about a
Pass
sequel?
first. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. The sequel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's it. It might not be exclusive, but because that's probably what the negotiations probably were. But Rise is coming back, and whatever it's going to be, but Rise will get announced. They will finally announce that Killer Instinct 2 make it official that that's what Iron Galaxy is working on. That is definitely that's going to come in. Also with Call of Duty coming to backwards compatibility, of course, every other game, South by Midnight, the Clockwork game from Insomniac. But I also kind of want to throw something
in Exile.
Yeah, In Exile.
In Exile, not Insomniac.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I said Insomniac. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know it's time for me to get the hell out of here. But I do say that they will put Alpha Protocol on backwards compatibility because that is going to be the next game that they're going to be working on as a sequel to that game, or a remake. So, yeah. One last thing. Let's see. Something that I can get cooked for. Something that I could definitely get. I think I brought enough to get cooked for. But one more thing. Xbox.
You sound like Xbox.
Yeah. One more thing. Xbox will be presenting the first start of the Final Fantasy games to come, and Forspoken will be announced, and then they'll do a teaser for Final Fantasy. If it's not 16, it might be Final Fantasy Remake. It's coming, baby. Let's go. All right, I'm out. I'm done.
Not Forspoken, because remember the 2 years.
It's been 2 years. It'll be 2 years. It'll be close to
came out last year.
I know, but it's going to be close to 2 years. Man, Square Enix is ready. Phil didn't get up on that stage, and Square Enix didn't show you their numbers for them to wait for 2 years.
You know, backwards compatible games in July 31st for buy.
That 2 year shit is done, son. It's done. Forspoken coming to Xbox.
Well, and
no, I'm just saying the backwards compatible. You're not gonna see no more backwards compatible games coming unless it's a Game Pass, because backwards compatible for buying ends July 29th.
That's
if you're gonna buy it in the store.
That's the 360 and original Xbox.
Yeah, I'm talking about the 360. That is July 31st.
That's the store though. That's not backwards compatibility games. You still buy those games.
No, I know you'll still be able to play, but you won't be able to buy if they release a new backwards compatible game.
Through 360, you can buy them through the Xbox. Those games are on the Xbox now. That are available.
Even that store is shut down.
No, the Xbox 360 store was shut down.
Right.
And so you will not be able to purchase it even if you're on Xbox One.
No, not all those games. Because if those games are already in backwards compatibility, they will be there. It will be the
what
games
you
that
own.
aren't
What you own will be there, but you won't be able to purchase it anymore.
Not from the backwards compatibility list. It will still be available, but it won't be through the 360 store. It will be through just through the Series store, through the Xbox through Xbox.com or through the Series S and X.
No, you can't even get it there, dude.
Yeah, through Xbox.com, they said they're shutting that down too.
Have you not been looking at the memos Microsoft been sending all week?
Xbox store. They didn't say anything about Xbox One or Series X. They're talking about the store. I've been going through the Xbox 360 store. There are tons of the games that are not on the Xbox that are not on Xbox S and X. That's in that store. Those games will not be available. That's why I've been buying a lot of these games now. So, okay. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. So when I'm right, I deserve. I better get my flowers, gentlemen.
No, because I'm looking it up right now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I've been right. They send it to me every damn week to let you know.
Listen, Xbox sends me the same thing and saying the 360 store is over. I mean, on July 27th or something like that.
29th.
It's over. But you can no longer. But the games that you have already purchased, you can use. But
right, you can play those, right?
But I could tell you guys have not gone to your 360 like I have and seen how many games that are not on the backwards compatibility list that's in that store. I've been buying them. Okay. Like that's the reason why I got this game. That's the reason why
you can get the disc.
That's the reason why
you can get the disc.
That's why I got
you can get the disc.
Yeah,
but you can't buy it through Xbox anymore. Hold on. Or the PC.
Hold on. I got it here.
This game right here. This game is available on through the 360 store.
Right, you can play it. I got Ultimate Alliance too.
But also, this is not Alliance. This is a game called Blade Storm. It's a Mushu game.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, you can buy that.
Yeah, but you can buy
outside. You got to get the disc though.
But it's not a backwards compatible game. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not through the 360, Xbox One and Xbox Series as a backwards compatible game. But it's in the store available to buy digitally. It won't be there anymore. That's what I'm telling you. They're like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you guys understand what I'm trying to sell you. But anyway, regardless, it's cool. Go ahead. I'm right. I see because Viper is not saying nothing. Go ahead, Viper.
No. I'm
oh my God!
Hold on. Here we go.
You just want to be right. Don't you get big?
Microsoft shared on Thursday via Xbox Wire that the Xbox 360 store is being closed on July 29th, 2024.
Yes.
Following that date, Xbox 360 players will no longer be able to buy new games or DLC.
Yes.
Players can continue to play any games they've already purchased, and multiplayer servers for any games still operating will not be affected. The Movies and TVs app will, however, also cease to work on Xbox 360 on the same day. With that said, this does not affect backward compatibility on Xbox Series X and S. No, we weren't saying that.
That's what we were saying.
No,
you let him finish, Kay, please.
What we were saying was the fact that you won't be able to buy the 360 games.
I said that.
No,
I said
you were arguing with us.
No, why do you think I've been buying these games? I've been buying digital and I've been buying. Look at this game right here. Do you see what this game is right here?
You were saying that.
Oh my God!
I see it. Okay. You were saying that we could still buy them on the Series X and S after the 29th.
Yes, if those games are in the backwards compatibility lineup, you can. Not
because a lot of people don't know that Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 are playable, but you have to have the disc.
No, they're not backwards compatible games yet.
Yeah, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 are backwards compatible games, but you have to have the disc to play it.
No, they are not. No, they're not. Because you know why I know this? Is because I bought Marvel Alliance, the Xbox, the OG Xbox version, and it does not work on the 360. I tried to say version, but I must sound like
you
said
virgin. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Why did you say 360? You mean the Xbox, the new Xboxes?
But you just listen, goddamn. I just said, Sir X-Men, I just said, listen, please. I said I bought the OG version of Marvel Ultimate Alliance, right? The first game, right? The OG Xbox version. It is not backwards compatible with the 360. So I had to buy another copy that was a 360 version. Now there are some
you can put it in your Xbox One right now and it will download.
No, it will not. Because I just did that. So he has
to play it on the 360.
You can play the 360 version, but you cannot play.
Right, that's what I was saying.
No, you did. You said Xbox One.
You can play that in the Xbox One. All you gotta do is put the disc in, and it'll pull the data and download it to your system. You didn't know that?
You can't play that on the Xbox One.
Bruh.
Yeah, you can play that on Xbox One.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I've been knew that because I downloaded because I went to the store and it said, "Do you want to download?" Let me finish.
Yeah.
And it downloaded it to my console, and all I had to do was put the disc in. You can still pull it up, and it will download to your console.
Thank you. Yobi said it right here. They said any games that are not backwards compatible will be delisted.
Correct. That is correct.
Delisted, but not a disc version if they have it.
I didn't say that. I said, oh my God. Okay. Last time, and then we gotta go.
Okay.
The last time I said if it's not in the Series X and S backwards compatibility list, you cannot play those games. You cannot buy those games digitally. Yes, you can buy those games hard copy, but those games will not play unless they are a part of the backwards compatibility list. Okay, so right now, okay, I'm showing you X-Men Origins Wolverine. This is a hard copy.
Oh, yeah.
So I can put this in my Series X right now and download it and play it.
Okay.
No, is
That
that
what I
is,
knew about.
is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling
No,
me?
that's not on the list. That wasn't on the list.
Oh my God. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not on the list. So therefore, if you can't, and the game is, you got to buy that a hard copy because it's not on the 360 list anymore. But a game like King of the Fighter, not King of the Fighters. Oh my God.
I know what game you're talking about. I remember that game. I know that
was showing the gameplay to it. Fist of the North Star, Kid's Revenge 1 and 2. Those are still
50 Cent Blood and Sand.
Yes, well, 50 Cent is not on. The 50 Cent game is not on the. Is not in the store. But because I've been looking, it's
but
not
you
there.
can play the disc on. But
you can play the disc on the 360. But you cannot play that on a Series X or S because it's not.
You can.
Can you?
Yeah, you can. Thank you. Thank you. Finally.
Can you play that one on there? Okay. So I didn't know that.
Yes,
so that was on the list.
Just like I was saying, you can play Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 on your Xbox if you have the disc.
Okay.
It is downloadable.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I got to do this because this fool here is tripping me out. Okay, I got both discs. I'm finna put this shit in right now, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see it live.
Put it in right now. Put it in right now.
Pause on that one.
Hey, I might say resume, but pause.
Oh shit. But yeah, if you the store is closing on the 29th of July, and every game that's on the 360 store will be gone.
Okay. Right.
But
and
backwards compatibility, the backwards compatibility list, if you already bought the game and it's in your library, you can still play it. But you can't purchase anything else after the 29th.
But if you have a disc copy, you can put the disc in and play.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, install disc.
Hey, man, you just logged in.
No, that shit said sorry. This game isn't playable. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can just go ahead and just pump this in here so people can see it for themselves. Let me see if I can do that right fast.
Which one did you put in?
I put in Marvel Alliance, the 360.
Which one?
The first one.
The first
one or two?
One.
Yeah. Number 1 doesn't work.
But number 2 does.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Number 2 does because I actually do have it. I do have that. No, I have 2 on my hard drive. I have 2 on my hard drive.
I got it too. Hold on. Let me go ahead and pull it. Okay. Let me pull it out, balls. No diggity.
No diggity, no dab, baby.
Actually, I think I have Marvel Ultimate Alliance digitally.
No, it was never released digitally.
I got one of them. I wonder if it's number 3.
No, number 3 is for the Switch.
All right, I'm doing this right now. Hold on, let me go ahead and I'm gonna back out, and we're gonna do it again. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna even reset my Xbox. Come on, let's go. All right, hold on. Let's see this.
Where the damn kiddo?
I know what I have. I have Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That's what I got.
We all got that.
See, look at y'all. Now you're trying to say this, man. We got to get out of here, man. Start doing y'all sign outs, man. Ham Solo, where can they find you at, man? These suckers here, man. They made us go an extra 20 minutes when they said was right.
That was Sir X-Man.
Where can they find you?
You can find me here every Friday. Up this coming Monday, we're doing the crossover here, and then you can also find me at TSWS Gaming and Malik's Games Channel every Wednesday. That's where you can find me.
And I'm here to argue with K Mega.
All right.
And I'll be wiping.
Viper, where can they find you at other than wiping these L's right now?
I'll be wiping and gagging because that's.
Hey, I hope I'm wrong and they took it away. And you're right, dude. I hope I'm wrong.
You are wrong, but anyway, go ahead. Viper, where can they find you at again?
I'll be playing games on the Xbox, but that's probably late at night after I get off of work. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, all right. Husky, appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for this intrusion. These gentlemen, is out of pocket. I you know what I'm saying? Listen, when they go after my integrity, I gotta fight for myself. These dark-skinned dudes be coming after me, man. I'm fighting for my damn life. You know what I'm saying?
Dark-skinned dude, I'm the same complexion as you. What are you talking about?
You are not the same complexion as me. You know what I'm saying? I've been fighting all my damn life. They listen to Kendrick Lamar and they going crazy. Anyway, where can they find you at, Husky?
Yes, you can find me here on Fridays with the GRG crew. Also, you can find me on TikTok through the week. Also, go check out my newest interview. We just interviewed Lady Infamous with the Victory Road podcast, man.
I know that was fun.
Yeah, it was, man. It was. She's super dope. She was super cool. Like, she shocked the shit out of me. She was. She asked us, did we know Dirty is a Southern rap group here from Alabama. She mentioned them, and then I asked her. I said, you know who the last Mr. Biggs is? She was like, she started rap. I said, listen, you cool with me for the rest of my life. so look, she was cool people, man. It was a great interview. Go check that out on the Blurred Syndicate on YouTube and everywhere else. But that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be here. Other than that.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Darth Praxis, man. He was tired. You know what I'm saying? He said that his bunions hurt.
Man.
He said he had a hangnail.
He said his butt hurt. What?
He said his bunions. Bunions. I didn't say nothing about his ass. I said his toes hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then he said he had a hangnail on his index finger. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how he got that, but regardless. But yeah, that shit hurt.
What's going on over there? You kind of quiet. What's going on? Anything downloading over there?
I'm sorry, Praxis. No, ain't nothing downloading. This over here it's just bad. It's just bad because you catching L's. Anyway, so Sir X-Man, where can they find you at other than losing? I just want him to say it again. Say K-Mega's right, and then we out of here.
I will never say that. I say K-Mega. I will say K-Mega had a moment to tell us if it downloaded or not.
It's not downloaded. It's not.
2 ain't down. No. Is it down? It's number 2 download.
No, it don't even show the picture. It says, sorry, this game isn't playable here. It says for a list of original Xbox and Xbox 360 games that are playable, go to xbox.com/.
That means they took it away, but it was downloadable. It was downloadable. It was downloadable at the time.
It was never there.
It was downloadable. Yes, it was. It was downloadable at the time. I seen some people, some of my friends playing it.
Thank you guys so much.
But
you know what I'm saying?
It's you can catch me.
What? Catch
you?
You
can catch me around sometime. I be hanging out. You see me where you see me, and I gotta hang around with these suckers on Friday. K-Mega don't want me here, but you know it is what it is. And I'm gonna continue to play Tomb Raider until I get to until I get my podcast going, and until Indiana Jones come up. Man, this game is so much stuff in it, dude.
Hi, thanks for checking
in. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff. I am not Dark Ottoman. Shut the fuck up. But you guys have a good time. Catch GRG next week where we're going to have some crazy ass topics again. And K-Mega just likes to make me look bad. Bye.
All right, man. I'll take you guys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I always say, man. I live through y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go to the long spiel about, hitting the clubs and stuff like that. Y'all know what y'all need to do. You know what I'm saying? If y'all been a disciple of the GRG podcast, I've been peeping y'all on the game for a minute. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of us here that knows how to talk to women. Sir X-Man, we're still trying. Anyway, Miss Patty.
What the fuck?
Get this man put to sleep. And we out. Everybody enjoy a good night. Have a good time. Enjoy that pants off, dance off. We are out from this long ass reason. It shouldn't even be going this long. But this man sit there and lied to the public like that. I had to prove it wrong. God damn it.
It's all instant.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG podcast. all your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. This was the GRG Podcast.